holler who that is. Hanging all out the window. Some thunder boys and they going off the endo. Where they from? DP's Palo Alto Menlo Park. They go jump up in them scrapers. See them coming up the block. Bill Clinton going dumb. All out the scraper. Stunner boys here. Mission is the major. Watch your girl before I take her, cause I'm on the strip shining. We don't move like no clock. But boy, it's big time. And lead a block to my youngster, cause boy, it's big grinding. 20-inch rims. Freaks on film. She eat her while she eat him. You already know who game tougher than leather. We throw parties that go dumber than ever. Young niggas wildin' out, shaking they dreads. Boy, is you biz or is you smack? Cause you all out the window with a face of a triple stack. I'm money hungry, plus I need all mine. Rigs on the beat, you gon' see our shine. Why you think they call us a dummy foe? Cause we stunt and we stunt hanging out the dope. They holler who that is, hanging all out the window. Some thunder boys and they going off the endo. Where they from? DP's Palo Alto Menlo Park. They go jump up in them scrapers. See them coming up the block. They holler who that is, hanging all out the window. Some thunder boys and they going off the endo. Where they from? DP's Palo Alto Menlo Park. They go jump up in them scrapers. See them coming up the block. Every time I hit the block, boom, drop this stuff kind. Candy on them dub things, bumping for one time. I'ma do the fool like I'm mental and ignorant. Jumping at a stop sign while I ain't giving it. Throwing up the block cause you know when I'm feeling it. We ghost ride the whip like we ain't even feeling shit. High feed, call a stunner boy. Tennis shoe every whip, now who's stunting boy? At every function, sideshow, neighborhood event. You catch me dipping in the scraper with the 16-inch flip. Reppin' PA, Menlo, Northern Cali finest. If I'm scraping past a dollar, mean the police right behind us. We don't care, we going on Big Perp and X pills. Stunner boys, they stunting the block on big wheels. Get big skrills, cause they ain't fucking with us. We in the building and we feeling like nigga with us. They holler who that is, hanging all out the window. Some thunder boys and they going off the endo. Where they from? DP's Palo Alto Menlo Park. They go jump up in them scrapers. See them coming up the block. They holler who that is, hanging all out the window. Some thunder boys and they going off the endo. Where they from? DP's Palo Alto Menlo Park. They go jump up in them scrapers. See them coming up the block. I got a few of my young niggas all out the window. Stunting up the block, niggas know what they info. We feeling respect, our rims are stacked. Plus we smoking on that perp weed, leaning back. They know we coming up the block, holding the meanest stats. When you stunt like them stunners, you get mean with raps. Candy paints on the model, we mean at that. Bumping nothing less than 15s and holding us at. And we'll teach you how to stunt. All through the bay, we ride candy and blunt. When we come, the show shut down. No field goals, all touchdowns. Police come, we beat goes down. High speed and run them through the whole town and get away. I'm not locked like Akon, supercharged kick, running on stop sign. They holler who that is, hanging all out the window. Some thunder boys and they going off the endo. Where they from? DP's Palo Alto Menlo Park. They go jump up in them scrapers. See them coming up the block.
Okay, turn your radios up. Turn your radios up. You know that it's stuck. You know what this is. Another installment of Easily Rigged. This is Be Easy That Dude, and you wondering, where's the other guy, my counterpart? There you go. There you go.
What it do?
What's happening?
No, I'm chilling,
Let's
man.
see. Before we get into this chat, shout out to everybody in the chat. Salute to everyone a part of Knowledge and Relationships, everyone that is a supporter of the channel. But
Sure.
before we commence, you know we always keeping it lit over here. What it do though? How you feeling tonight, Big Red?
I'm feeling real good, man. You know what I'm saying? Good to be here another day, you know what I'm saying? It's a good feeling.
Blessings. Okay, let's get to the chat and see who we got in the building. Of course, Big Rig had to make his introduction. Knowledge and Relationship, letting y'all know to get the likes up. Let me let y'all in on a little secret. Likes are free. Wally, salute to Brody Wally. a very loyal supporter. So shout out to Wally. And he said salute easily rigged. I agree. Looks like we got somebody else in the building. Pache. What's up, Pache? Saying hello to knowledge and relationship. Hopefully I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Is it Pache? Pachai? Patchy? I don't know, but salute to you though. We don't know the correct we don't know the correct pronunciation of your name, but we are saluting to you
Hey,
though.
we got an A for effort, man. A for effort.
Exactly. But yeah, big rig, man. So before we really get into it, because we're gonna have a very interesting and fruitful discussion tonight. Do you got any announcements? Because now it's pretty much the summer's over. It's smoothly transitioning into the fall season, but this is that Cali weather, so it fluctuates. Sometimes it's super breezy like it was today, a beautiful day, and then some days it's scorching hot, you know what I mean? Extreme heat. But what about the events? Are they pretty much done in the fall, or is there any other car events that you know of that take place in the fall season?
Absolutely. Next month there's gonna be a they call it a trunk or treat, and we got one that's gonna be in Concord. That's gonna be put on by Cali Outlaw Muscle. That's gonna be like Mopars and Camaros and Mustangs and stuff like that. You know what I mean? That type of car feel for that one. Usually be a nice event. I used to be in the club myself. We put on a pretty good Halloween, man. Usually have a little haunted house. Um, Tons of candy, man. You know what I mean? So that way you don't got to take your kids out there, man, and try to go door to door and all that. We make it a nice, safe environment over there. You know what I'm saying? You see nice cars. Everybody's got their trunk done up. There's a costume contest. The whole nine. Everything's for the kids, man. So that'll be October 29th. And also the car club coming out of Frisco called 415. Them is my folks. They also do theirs. They do theirs in Antioch, California. Pretty much same thing, man. They have costume contest. I think that they're gonna do a little haunted house this year. You know what I'm saying? And with 415, that's more the old schools. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna see the Cuddies out there. You're gonna see the Boxes out there. You're gonna see Larks out there. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna see that movement. A lot of drops. You feel me? A lot of OG cats, older cats, you know what I'm saying? So it really be a dope ass event, you know what I'm saying? So that's all coming up next month. Both of those will be on the same date, October 29th. What's up with it, Marcus, man? Salute, bro. You always come through. I appreciate you, bro. And we just had a car show that was last weekend. Shout out to them, East Bay Centric. They had it like Antioch and everything, Area 2, old schools. They had it at the Black Hawk, car museum, you know what I'm saying? Looked like a really nice turnout, you feel me? So shout out to them. But yeah, man, it don't stop. So yeah, the after the trunk or treat, bro, that's gonna pretty much be it. You know what I'm saying? For the car movement, you know what I'm saying? It'll be put on hold, you know what I'm saying, till about, springtime. Pick back up, man.
Okay, yeah, for sure. I was multitasking. But knowledge and relationships, shout out to Easily Rigged. Salute Marcus, aka Captain Sour Cream. And he got him Captain Jurgens. So wow, okay, y'all got some little funny jokes going back. It
Y'all got
seems like
some
a lot of
inside shit
I know
going
that's some
on, huh?
inside innuendos. Okay. I don't think I
Oh,
want to know
hey,
when you talking about
yeah,
sour cream
yeah.
and
And
Jergens.
Jergens, yeah, fuck that. Hey.
Marcus and Wally, the Jizz Brothers. They got the Bang Bros and the Jizz Bros. Y'all
Man.
might have got some actions with that.
Oh
Shout out to
man.
the Jizz Bros, Wally and Marcus.
You heard it here first, right? Oh man.
Hey, so after that, so everybody, y'all go subscribe to the new channel, Wally and Marcus. They show is called Easily Jizz.
That's how we starting off, huh? He got to roasting y'all, boy.
Go subscribe.
Fuck.
Yes, sir. Hey, but that's
Easily
how we do out here in the
jizzed.
Bay, I know certain parts of the Bay, they call it sigging. Where I'm from, we call it gurping, you know what I mean? But it's, clowning, capping, all the same stuff, but it's all in fun and games, It's just like the your mama jokes. You tell it to somebody, you might get two-piece, might get knocked out, and then you tell it to somebody else and they may come up with the even harder your mama joke. So you gotta have a way to combat the shit talking, you know what I mean?
That's a fact, bro.
But yeah, so was that all of the information you had for the car events coming up?
Yeah, for the car
Big Rig?
events, man. Yeah, that's what I got going right now. I think there's gonna be another
I definitely
cruise.
gotta pull up.
Go ahead.
I gotta pull up to those ones. You need what dates were those? Cause
Those both are
that's
gonna be
right
on
around my
the
area.
for sure. Those both are gonna be on the 29th, bro. And I'm gonna definitely
Of
be
this
getting
month?
at you. No, the 29th of next month for October for the trunk or treat.
Okay.
But I'm gonna definitely be getting at you though, bro, because yeah, you're gonna definitely want to come out there and get some footage and everything.
Oh yeah, let me know. I'll bring, you feel me?
For sure.
I might bring some hooligans out, you know what I mean? I might bring some floozies
Man,
out, and I might definitely, not might, but I'm definitely gonna bring the equipment out.
man, that's what I'm
So
talking about, bro. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, so it
It'd
will
be good
definitely be
vibes,
up.
bro. I know some people out there and shit, you know what I mean? So it's good vibes, man. It's gonna be good.
Okay. All right. Well, hold on. Let me play this last intermission while I pull up. I'm gonna just play one more intermission. It looks like we got a couple more people that entered the chat. Salute to y'all. Let yourselves be known, and we will shout y'all out, because you could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with us. And for that, we greatly appreciate you. This is Easily Rigged. Be easy, that dude, Big Rig slaps. What it do? Right. We are
Yeah.
back at it. So hold on. Let me see something. Just bear with me, people. Give me like 30 seconds.
So how's everybody doing out there, man? Tuesday night, Easily Rigged. We appreciate y'all sliding through, man. Kicking it with
Okay,
us.
Back in business.
Back in
But yeah,
business.
shout out to just Andrea.
Oh, for sure, man. Salute, just Andrea. Right on. I just got off a panel with you.
Okay, Marcus saying salute to you, sweetheart. The one half of the gist, bro. Is he trying to shoot his shot?
You still running that?
Marcus MC with the shot?
Hey, Marcus gonna end up getting up here on the panel, man, letting you have it. Be easy.
Hey. Hey, I'm with all of the activities. So when it comes to
Okay,
the smoke, I make sure that it dissipates.
for
You don't
sure.
know what that means?
Okay.
Look it
So if
up.
you step in the arena, you already know what it is. Then okay,
Come on now.
okay.
A gladiator. That's what you're dealing with. Not just a gladiator, the gladiator.
The gladiator. Okay. Off top.
All right, so let's just get into it. Will inflation lead to a purge? Mark is over there cutting up. He said, "Hey man, y'all just hating." Nah, I ain't hating. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for you to put the moves on. You know what I mean? I'm waiting to see if you gonna swish the shot or miss the shot. I ain't hating. I'm just waiting. I ain't hating. I'm just staying.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to congratulate. You know what I mean? I hope that your shot is successful. I don't want you. I don't want my homie throwing up bricks. Marcus, when you take the shot, I want it to be precise. But I don't know if you made the shot yet. I just don't know. It's to be to continue. But shout out to Marcus though. You know it's all
That's
fun and
for
games.
sure.
Marcus is a solid dude. So it's all
Man,
love.
concrete, concrete.
Damn. He just I don't know what
I
that's
don't know what that
saying.
is either.
Just spit a track. Okay,
Okay,
yeah, hey,
okay.
that dude is incredible. So look, man, will inflation lead to a purge? I need to know what y'all think in the chat. Will
Man, let us
inflation
know.
lead to a purge? And
Let us
look,
know.
before this, how we gonna do this discussion? Because this is gonna be, for some, a kind of controversial, maybe a sad or emotional discussion, but that's what we here for. So just give me a moment while I pull up these visuals, and then I'm gonna go ahead and read an article. Okay. So, I'm not sure if you people are abreast with the latest news. I guess this is some hip hop celebrity type news, but I would just say that it's just American news, since people like to say all lives matter. This is a perfect time for you to care about this. So there was an artist, an extremely talented artist by the name of PNB Rock. This is the gentleman right here with his girlfriend. Beautiful young lady. The dude looks pretty fly, fresh, handsome young man, 30 years old. This is him again, looking pretty fresh, fly with his lady. Beautiful couple. Here they are pictured again. Such a very beautiful couple. So let's get into this article for those who don't know. He was actually gunned down yesterday, slain in the Roscoe Chickens and Waffles. And I'll just read this article. So it says Los Angeles police believe PNB Rock was fatally shot after Instagram post revealed his location. So I'm going to be reading parts of the article and then pausing momentarily, to give the commentary and chime in with big rigs and see what the chat got to say. So on Monday, a suspect demanded PNB Rock to hand over his jewelry before firing shots several times, killing the selfish rapper. So selfish is a hit song that he made. I'm not sure if someone was featured on it, but just type in Selfish and PNB Rock and you'll be like, oh wow, I know this song. I like this song. The dude was definitely pretty talented. I wasn't riding around slapping PNB Rock every time, but I was definitely acknowledging that he had immense talent and he's definitely didn't deserve to meet his demise in this type of way. So it says police are sharing more details about PNB Rock's death a day after the rapper was gunned down at a popular LA restaurant. And that restaurant is Roscoe Chicken and Waffle. I think, well, actually, I know they didn't want to label the restaurant because what happens is cops come. They do this especially with black businesses. When some foolish thuggo wants to commit a crime like that, then they give the business a nuisance law, and they can also give, I mean, a nuisance ticket, write up, citation. And if you get enough of them, or if it's severe enough, they give you a nuisance and abatement, and they'll say, hey, Big Rig, we keep seeing people dealing drugs in front of your building or in the vicinity of your building, even though you have nothing to do with it. Your company attracts this type of riffraff. So you know what, we're gonna go ahead and shut you down. And then they ultimately tear it down, gentrify the area, and then the black owned businesses cease to exist. They only do that with black people. Don't take my word for it. Look it up. But on Monday, PNB Rock, real name Rakim or Rakim Hashim Allen, was shot and killed while eating lunch with his girlfriend, Stephanie. They say her last name, but just Stephanie is enough. The couple share a 2-year-old daughter. The rapper was also a father to another little girl who is 8 years old. A suspect approached the rapper and ordered him to hand over jewelry and other items. Moments later, the suspect pulled out a gun and shot PNB Rock several times. The rapper, who was 30 years old, died shortly after, and the suspect fled in a getaway car. On Tuesday, Los Angeles police chief said it was likely an Instagram post alerted the assailant to the rapper's location. So, let's just unpack that a bit, okay, so far with what I've read from the article, do you have anything to chime in? Because I got a lot to say about this.
Yeah, just real brief. I'm gonna let you cook because I know once you start cooking, boy, you just gonna bring up more things for me to like, go off of. But I do I do think that the posting had a definite effect on it. I don't blame the girlfriend, man. I do think that
Yeah, she facing a lot of heat right now.
yeah, she is. And I think that the whole place, environment, location was just a big no-no. And like I always say, man, you gotta read the room, man. When you in different areas, and I know he was staying out there in LA for a while. But when you're in different areas, man, you gotta see how people move, man. And you gotta know your surroundings, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't just pull up to just places, bro. You kind of ask questions, hey man, I might be going to this Roscoe's over here off of Manchester, just you can even do it like, is it any good, man? Is it really good like they say it is, man, over there off of Manchester to Roscoe? It'd be like, yeah, man, but it's kind of, you know what I'm saying? And then you go ahead and be like, okay. That's if you just don't know at all. You feel me? But you always question shit. I know I do. Whenever I'm out of town, I question a lot of things, and I can question it just like that. You feel me? With somebody that may be a local, without being direct. You know what I'm saying? So I don't put it on her, man. I know from what I've what I've been seeing, that it was a really bad area. The way they show the whole layout, you know what I'm saying? It's like 4 different hoods, bro, just in that radius, my nigga. Like, and then you a walking lick, bro. You walking around with a whole apartment complex around your neck. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's real, fake, whatever, but still, you know what I'm saying? And you going into a spot, you know what I'm saying, into a hood, an area, people are hungry. You know what I'm saying? When I say hungry, I don't mean hungry like, we on some Ethiopia. Shout out to them, you know what I mean? No disrespect. But I mean hungry just in these streets, man. People just lay people down for less. And then you come up in there, just drip down, you know what I'm saying? That's rough. And like I kind of was saying earlier, just real quick, and then I'm gonna let you cook, be easy. Um, I wear, my gold chains and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm cautious though. I'm not gonna be out there deep in some hood with my chains on. I don't care what anybody say. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna do that. I'm not gonna draw that attention. I'm not gonna have somebody looking at me like a lick. You feel me? I'm cool, bro. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, that's their ego. They trip out. They think, oh man, if I ain't got my shit on or whatever, these motherfuckers gonna think I'm, a chump or something. You know what I mean? If you don't know where you at, bro, you don't know your surroundings, you don't know how these cats be acting and shit, I would advise you not to be out there, you know what I'm saying, looking like a fucking lick. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who you are, how tough you think you are, bro. If these cats nowadays is running up in restaurants and bucking you down, bro, inside, come on, man. So, really think about that shit. Go on and cook, be easy.
Okay. Uh, so let me just address a couple things. Wally says a purge of war among other countries, sure with ourselves. I wouldn't be surprised if states like Mississippi having water issue. I'm not quite sure what exactly you're saying, but states like Mississippi, there's no coincidence, right? Flint, Michigan, 80% black. Jackson, Mississippi, 80% black, right? Do you think that's a coincidence? Name another city that's 80% of non-black ethnicity but had those type of issues. Mississippi, their infrastructure is over hundreds of years old. You know what I mean? If you had a cell phone from 100 years, a car from 100 years, a stove from 100 years, you would be pretty urgent with trying to replace it, but they didn't do that. Jackson, Mississippi, Jackson is the capital of Mississippi, but just look how they just let it just become dilapidated. And it used to be about 50% white people, but then due to white flight, racism, segregation, redlining, them not wanting to live around blacks, so they took their economy resources and basically left Jackson, Mississippi pretty much barren. And there's tons of politicians who just kept kicking the can down the road, diverting funds because they didn't want to specifically help a predominant black town. And for the people that say, why you gotta make it about race? Okay, show me a non-black town that this happened to. Don't worry, I'll wait. So let's see. They say RIP to that guy. Yeah, PNB Rock, RIP. He was definitely a very talented individual. 30 years old is definitely way too young to be meeting your demise. Wally says if he got shot for his jewelry, why would it be his chick fault? Or is it that she shared the location that they're at? Yes.
The
So
location was
it's
shared by
twofold.
her. That she it was
Correct.
shared.
I always say this, when it comes to blame pie, it's always enough slices. Somebody has to take the bigger slice. I can argue that she should take the bigger slice of the blame for dropping the Addy. And then I could also make a compelling argument that he could take the bigger. So I don't think we should go back and forth and say, hey, it's her fault and she deserves X amount of blame. They both were culpable in this unfortunate event, but the only person whose fault it is the person who's, pulled the trigger. That's whose fault it is. Now, he could have done things to mitigate these damages and this fatal outcome, but it's not. I'm not gonna go with the victim blaming thing. It's just almost like if a woman is sexually assaulted, but she was wearing a mini skirt with no panties. Yes, she did contribute to the outcome by doing that, but it's ultimately not her fault because the pervert still chose to do that, just like this idiot and imbecile chose to kill a man over some materialistic worthless jewels that we basically allowed to be inflated due to media propaganda and manipulation. Diamonds specifically, they never really had any value. The only reason why they had value was because someone bought all of them up, monopolized them, then marketed it masterfully to think that, hey, if I have diamonds, I'm of a higher class, an upper echelon, a different ilk. But yeah, they have lab diamonds where you can't tell the difference. You have to literally put it under a microscope. None of y'all eyes could see with the clarity and focus and zoom power as a microscope. So if that's the case, why would you even buy diamonds? To to fill your egotistical void and say, man, I don't wear that fake stuff. Ch- uh, At the end of the day, it's all fake. All of it is fake. You fake because you think that because you have diamonds and a piece of jewelry that I should respect you more as a man. That's why I go tell people, go back and look at these shows that y'all love. One of them is Spartacus. People know Spartacus was a beast, a gladiator, but Spartacus was a slave. You know what I mean? So there was a slave owner with diamonds who couldn't touch Spartacus, but I'm supposed to look down at Spartacus because he was a poor gladiator. You know what I mean? That's the type of things that people want you to do, right? Respect me more because I got on a chain. Doesn't matter if you are building up your community. Doesn't matter if you are a successfully married man. All that matters is, this person has a chain, but this person is tearing down the community, but because he has a chain, I'm supposed to respect him more. And then if I go take his chain, then y'all call me a hater. Like, hold on. This nigga was just rapping about taking chains all the time, and then I went and snatched his. So now I'm a hater, but he gets praised for that. You know what I mean? It just starts getting goofy, you know what I mean, when you just go back and unpack it. So that's why I tell people, look, it gotta be in you, not on you. I have jewelry. I have things like that, but I stopped buying that stuff and I stopped I stopped even just like even desiring it or being attracted to it because now when I see it, it looks really goofy. You know what I mean? Because and I'm not trying to deter anyone from getting it. If you worked hard and you love jewelry, and you believe that it's within your budget to get some jewelry, go for it. But when you really start thinking about it, all of it is really a liability. It loses value. Whatever you paid for your chain, you can't even sell it. You know what I mean? You paid 20,000 for your chain. Go ahead and try to sell it tomorrow. Do you really think you're gonna get 20,000 for it? No. But there's other things that you can flip for 20,000 that will actually probably make you 40,000. That chain is just losing money. All it gets you is cultural clout and pats on the back. And that's what people do. Oh, look at Big Rick chain, he's shining. But that doesn't pay a bill for you. That doesn't put food on your kid's mouth. So you really are doing it just so somebody could be like Big Rig flossing. Okay. Is there anything else? That's literally all people do. Oh man, the chick's gonna love me because of this. They gonna love you because of your chain. They don't love you just
Mm.
because of you being a genuine, solid individual. I mean, we got to start calling this stuff out, bro. That is some buffoon stuff. That's not alpha, bro. That's not game. You know what I mean? That's not solid. That's not real. That's not ism. That's some nerd shit. That's some square shit. All of this stuff that people try to say, oh, I ain't this, but that's exactly that. Dare I say it's actually some coon shit too, to keep it a thou. But I could go
Mm.
on and on with this because I got a lot to say about this. Mr. Best looks like we are enjoined by Mr. Intellectual. What's
What's
up? You
going
there right
on?
now?
I'm here, dog. I am here, dog. I'm here. I'm ready.
What?
I'm ready to build. What up? What up?
He
What up, Big
came
Easy? What
in
up,
the
Big Rigs?
building.
You know what I'm saying? I'm in the building for real.
That boy came. He came with a full stomach. You feel
Yo,
me? And he is
yo,
ready to build.
yo, I'm here,
All
man,
right.
for
Well,
real.
let
Oh
me
man.
just finish with the article and then go ahead and just rock out.
Mm-hmm.
So it says just prior to the incident, PNB Rock's girlfriend had shared an Instagram story of their lunch. The post was later deleted. Doesn't matter if it was later deleted because he got deleted. A graphic video of the aftermath of the shooting shows the rapper alive but severely injured. Someone asks, how old is he? And the woman is heard saying he's 30. Wait a damn minute, bro. The dude is on there bleeding out, and somebody is like, how old is he? You know
Crazy.
what? Like this shit is just beyond me right now. I've seen countless people posting the video of the dude literally bleeding out. Instead of helping him, people are just filming it. And
And that's
people are rushing to be the first one there.
to
And,
post it,
and
bro.
I'm
They want
seeing
to be the
people
first to
saying,
post it on social media, bro.
they want to be the first to post it. They want to get the most views, and then they want to do a follow-up post and say, I was just listening to him. I loved him. He was my favorite artist. Okay, cool. Let's just say he was your favorite artist. And that's just like
Mm-hmm.
kind of like a friend, right? Or an acquaintance. You mean to tell
Mm-hmm.
me that if Big Rig was laid out on the ground, my first instinct would be to hop on Instagram? Man,
I would
look at my
fucking
boy
hope
Big
not.
Rig. And I'm just saying, like,
Fuck.
how does that sound? It sounds like wow, bro. Like it doesn't sound solid. So that's what I'm saying. And when you see that, people don't even need to be entertaining that. You need to be shutting those down. I would even say report it. I don't even be doing stuff like that, but stuff like that needs to get reported. I've got reported for memes that were too apparently sexualized, and I've seen people posting this dude laid out there, taking his last breath, and all people could offer is thoughts and prayers in the comments. No one cared. Your loved one is there gasping. No one tried to administer CPR. Oh, you can say, "Oh, I don't know." You okay? Look, you saying you don't know CPR, but you know how to dial 911. Oh, and peep this. Everybody is waiting for someone else to dial 911, right? Because Big Rig is filming it, so he can't dial 911. Mr. Intellectual is filming it, he can't dial 911. I'm filming it, so I can't dial 911. They're like, is anyone going to dial 911? Because I got to get this on footage. Think about
Mm.
how sad this is. This is a celebrity, a dude with millions of dollars, a successful artist. If it happened to him, do you think it wouldn't happen to me, you, or anyone else? Come on, this is insane, bro. But and hold on. It said no one else was injured in the restaurant. The suspect is still at large and has not been identified. So this person has got away with deleting, you know, but this is the thing too, with PNB Rock, bro. I don't know who you think you is to where you can just slide around with jewelry. See, this is the ultimate definition of lacking, bro. And this is why nobody needs to be against gun control. See, they always talk about gun control and they say, we don't want to ban guns. We just want sensible gun rights. But when do they ever talk about gun rights? Talk about gun control, controlling your access to guns. But how about you talk about the right to possess a weapon? Because if it happened to this rapper dude, it would have happened to anyone else. And they're telling you, look, the cops are not going to be there to protect you. So you are your own first responder. So you're trying to you know what I mean? If he wasn't had a weapon, his woman should have had one because you know security is expensive, right? Thousands of dollars to have security all around the clock every day. Not everyone has the money to do that, and I'm just speaking about an average citizen. If they did that to him, they will do that to an average citizen. How are you supposed to protect yourself out here? People just running up on you in broad day, you know what I mean? And literally the bystanders ain't gonna help you. They gonna pull out the camera and film. So this is why we definitely need to be uniting. This is why we need to be more vigilant, and you need to be protecting yourself. You need to have some form, of weapon, you know what I mean? Because your cell phone ain't gonna cut it. I say if you're legally able to possess a firearm, then you should have one. And it's not gonna save you in every situation because the way the laws is set up, they want you, you know what I mean? They want you to have it locked away so far that by the time you try to get to it, you're already deleted. And this is why people need to be standing up for their rights. These politicians, they don't go nowhere without a firearm on the hip, but they're telling you you don't need one. And then ask them, hey, do you think that you're better than me? They'll say, no, no, I don't think that I'm better than you. Okay, so why are you allowed to protect yourself with a firearm, but you telling me not to? Karen Bass, who was running for mayor in LA, someone just broke into her house and stole two of what? Firearms. So while they're telling you to not have them, all of these politicians have firearms. Not only do they have that, they have around the clock security. Do you have that? If Nancy Pelosi goes to Roscoe, she has security. If I go, what do I have? My cell phone? And the average response time in a good area is 8 to 10 minutes. Do you think it took 8 minutes for this scuffle to happen with PNB Rock? I mean, come on now. We got to wake up. Mr. Best, go ahead and rock out.
Man, before I rock out, man, number one, I gotta give a shout out, you know what I mean, to the people who are, who came in chat land. Marcus, I see you. Wiley, I see you. Arshawn, I see you. And not only that, I gotta make a public service announcement. You know what I'm saying? So I'll give myself a spotlight real quick, and then I'm a build. It's gonna be funny. Y'all gonna enjoy this. Everybody, stay tuned. All right, everybody. This is a public service announcement brought to you by Knowledge and Relationships. Listen, all right, yo, we are so close to getting to that 1,000. Thank y'all so much for showing us love. We appreciate y'all. But I gotta address some issues, man. One, I've seen a lot of you internet people out there on YouTube stealing our talking points, challenging a lot of our rhetoric, challenging our different thoughts. Listen, man, look, hey, if this how y'all want to do it, man, it's all good. But I keep telling y'all, choose wisely. All right, choose wisely. All right. At the end of the day, you know what I mean. We gonna see what it is. You know what I mean. When it get to it, getting, and that's all I gotta say. You know what I mean. Now back to our regularly scheduled program. Riggs and Beezy's like, yo, we used to him doing this, whatever.
You slick dog. You slick dog.
I had to do it to him because I was watching something earlier and like somebody was like Beezy was like he has his talking points and somebody was like saying something towards his talking point. And I was like, I'm like, yo, you watch this show, like it just was certain some were just so identical, and then somebody did something to in three, and we was talking about it this morning, but yeah, it is what it is, man. But like I keep telling y'all, choose wisely, man. Choose wisely. Now, I'm gonna build on this PNB thing, right? And this is what I want Cash to know. If you don't live in California, this is the thing that you need to know, right? When you come to Cali, there's a difference between if you're in Southern California and you're in Northern California. All right, there is a difference, and if you don't know how to move in either one, you're gonna be messed up. All right. Now, this is what you need to know. If you're in Northern California, right? I'm gonna go with Northern California first because I live here. I know more about the politics here. I know more about how people move out here, right? You out here in Northern California. People in Northern California, the Bay, and and abroad, right? Silicon Valley, they about their money. All right. As long as you ain't affecting their paper, as long as you ain't in the way of their paper, they not gonna mess with you. You know what I'm saying? You still gotta be, aware of where you're at. But for the most part, people out here trying to get their money, man. They're on a mission. They moving. You know what I mean? And as long as you ain't in their way of getting their paper, you show them love, they not gonna rock. They not gonna mess with you. You know what I mean? And that's what I've experienced. I've been here over a decade. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never had no situation. I ain't never had nobody try to take something from me. None of that. You know what I mean? Because I'm aware of my surroundings. And two, I move a certain way. And three, I don't get in the way of people paper. People out here in Northern California, they really, really, really serious about their money. Like, so if you get in the way of their money, you're gonna have issues. I'm gonna just tell you that off top. You know what I mean? Because that's what they focused on. You know what I mean? And these fellas, if I'm wrong, they'll check me right now. You know what I mean? Because that's just how it is out here. They're really about their money. They're not on that game banker type stuff. They really about like, yo, are you trying to, moving where I'm moving, or you gonna move out my way so I can do what I gotta do? And as long as you're not in their way, they good. You know what I'm saying? Am I right, fellas? Y'all can check me if I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying?
No, I would say you're definitely spot on. And that's not to say like cats in SoCal ain't about their money, because it's Cali, you know what I mean, cats is really hustling. You got to, you know what I mean, the cost of
Mm-hmm.
living, everything else. However, I will say there is a bit more focus of that based on my observation out here, the tech capital. And just look it up, the highest paying jobs, most of them are in the Bay Area, Silicon Valley, San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
And in terms of, people do a lot of, you know, thuggish stuff, but that's anywhere you go. But when it comes to gang banging, people hold that in high regard in SoCal. You know what I mean? It's like it's
Mm-hmm.
part of the culture. Just like how we
Mm-hmm.
kind of got like the sideshow, Bay, hyphy,
Mm-hmm.
certain rap dope boy type of culture. They have this gang culture. Even when it's a Crips, right? You'll think that this dude is a Crip, but then no, they got like, crazy leg gangster Crips, or you feel me, 63rd Street Crips, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
57
Mm-hmm.
block Crip, and they're all different factions of Crips. And you think,
Mm-hmm.
oh, they're just all Crips. Like, nah,
Nah.
they all
Nah.
different. You know what I mean? They
Nah.
don't all get along. So the
Yeah.
same it'd be like Crip on Crip activity, blood on
Yeah.
Crip. Some
Yeah.
Crips is wearing purple because they real grapes. Some Crips only wear blue. Some even some Bloods wear green. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
some comedian that made a joke where it's like certain stuff where how St. Louis, like the St. Louis Cardinals, they got that SL.
Mm-hmm.
But my boy's like, yeah, don't wear that out here, because he was like, that's stand for like squiggy lank gangsters or something like that. So if cats see that SL, that, you feel me, they might try to knock you off.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
And so
problem.
yeah, and I
Yeah.
remember one rapper was saying like, "Hey, you can't wear that out here. We don't give a f if you like the team." Like, and now it
It's a
does
fact,
sound
bro.
ignorant, which I do agree that it is highly ignorant. But you
Very.
got to be aware of your surroundings, bro. Like,
We
Yeah.
from the
I don't
Bay
want to.
Area.
Yeah,
I don't mean to
what you
cut
got,
you,
Rick?
but just because
No, you
how
good.
you talking about the that whole down south scene. We from the Bay Area, bro, and we got our teams out here. You know what I'm saying? We slide out that way. Our teams are a fucking hood out there, bro.
Word.
You can't wear no 49er cap because now you're affiliated with some Compton Bloods or something.
Man.
If you wearing a certain maybe Raider cap, they may even have Golden State. Who knows because of their colors or whatever. But you can't even wear your teams. You can come from Boston, come out there to LA, down south and be kicking it, and your Boston hat is a freaking hood, bro. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like we don't got that. We don't do that out here. You know what I'm saying? Like in the north,
Yeah.
you know, we don't do that. But it's just like you're right. Northern California and Southern California is two different ball games, man. I come
Mm-hmm.
from San Jose. You know what I'm saying? And out there in San Jose, we do have Crips and Bloods out there, established hoods, though. You know what I mean? And what I mean by established is they go to the penitentiary and everything like that. They ain't just, hey, we a group of people, you know, we call ourselves whoopty whoop, and you know, that's what it is. Nah, you when you're established, you kind of go into the pen and all that. You know, you're in the it's repped in there, you know, there's you establish your hood, you know what I'm saying? But when you're in the other spots of, you know, Northern California, you don't really see too many Crips and Bloods, and it's more territorial, you know what I'm saying? But even the Crips and Bloods that we have isn't on like how they are, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just
Mm-hmm.
different. They're the heartbeat of that shit. You know, that shit came from there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's definitely just two different worlds. The relations between, you know, people out here in Northern California is completely different than the relations in Southern California. You don't see blacks and Mexicans and shit interacting, bro. You don't. You know what
Nah.
I'm saying? Now maybe now it may be a little bit different,
It's not.
but because they kind of try to say that on some of these YouTube content creators that are, you know, down south, Southsiders and shit. You know what I'm saying? And they kind of say that, but from what I know and being around when I was around them, no. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely not. And like my partners, you know, out here, Mexican, Asian, whatever, but they ain't on no type of shit like, you know, none of that. Like it don't even cross their minds like that. You know what I mean? That's how different Northern California and Southern California is. You know what I'm saying? You was absolutely right, bro. You right.
And then
Just had to
also
put
you
that out
gotta
there.
definitely also in LA too, and in Southern California they got the cartel out there too. So
Yeah, they
because
be
Mexico's
crossing the
right there
border every day.
every day, so it's a whole different type of atmosphere to me. I just feel like for like just like
Also, we're not even counting the illegal tunnels. Like the people that got bread, they have illegal tunnels on their property. And
yeah.
what happens is when they come to the border, instead of sending them back, like when the Haitians got here, they put them on airplanes and flew them back.
Mm,
When the Mexicans get here, they let them come, and then now they just
mm-hmm,
been dropping them off. Like just type it in.
mm-hmm,
They've been driving them to like Chicago, New York, and just dropping like thousands of them off. You know what I
mm-hmm,
mean? So
mm-hmm. And to me, like for and I say this as like an outsider. Like if you're an outsider and you coming into California, like LA to me is the most dangerous place in California. Period. If you're an outsider, because like if you go to the wrong gas station, it's a wrap. You go to the right, you go to the wrong Roscoe, it's a wrap. You know what I mean? And that's just how they move out there. And to
bro,
them,
gas stations have been the spot where they can, because I'm not gonna lie. I've even been on my toes. I'm usually head on a swivel, but now that I've been paying attention, people be lacking at the gas station. People put
mm-hmm,
their pump in. They don't want to hold the pump, so you click that little lever, and then people go right on their phone and
mm-hmm,
had a hand looking in their phone. So by the time I run up on you with the hammer out, you like, you stuck. You know what I
mm-hmm,
mean?
mm-hmm.
And it's totally unfortunate, you know what I
But
mean?
it's
But it's
but
like
it's not just that be easy. It's like certain hoods own the gas station. Like if you're not from that hood, you can't go to that gas station. You can't go to that 7-Eleven. You can't
facts.
go this, that, and the third because what I mean, you can't go to that burger spot because you're not from that area. You know what I'm saying? Like
And
it's
they be
it's
posted there, so they know the
yeah,
cars too. Like I ain't never
yeah,
seen this
yeah.
car.
Word. And they ready. They put that call in and they coming. You know what I mean? And I'm sorry that the homie PNB lost his life, man. Salute to him and his family. You know what I mean? But like when you moving to LA, man, look, certain and I had to tell a family member this because they thought it was sweet. I was like, look, like, we going to LA, we gonna go to any Roscoe. I'm like, no, we not. We not going anywhere in LA. LA, you gotta pick your spots, man. Like if you don't picking your spots in LA, like you are going to get that business. Like you're gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta know where to go. You gotta know where to move. Like You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's anywhere, but especially there, like because they take a sport and killing people who really ain't from there. Like they take a sport and killing their own, but especially,
And for
you know what I'm
them,
saying?
gang banging is their sport. They literally say that.
Exactly. Exactly.
Gang bang them in Chicago, they say gang bang, gang since potty trained. And like they
Mm-hmm.
really live and breathe that stuff. And you like us, we just like, man, this stuff is idiotic. It don't make no sense.
Mm-hmm.
But for them, and this is what's crazy, that somebody may be disrespecting a dude, mama or his kid, and the dude would just say whatever and laugh it off. Then you disrespect his gang, and then he ready to pop you.
Big time.
This is it's crazy, bro. I've
You,
I've literally seen it, bro. My homie, is like if you call a crip a crab, that's like the most disrespectful thing
nah,
that
you
you could
don't do
ever
that.
say, bro.
You don't do
Whew.
that.
You know what I mean? I've seen people just, get DP just, off stuff like that. And some people have lost their life. Now that seems
Mm-hmm.
very frivolous, but in that particular sport, in that particular arena, brutality, brutality is rewarded. Barbarism is rewarded. And but an eye for an eye leaves the whole world blind. You know what I mean? You go kill the ops, they
Mm.
come kill some ops. Oh man, they killed my cousin, so I killed a brother. Oh, they killed my brother, so you know what I mean? Like it never stops. It never stops, bro. And you don't really gain anything from it, but cultural clout and pats on the back that don't get you nowhere.
You know what's wild is that you know how like, and this ain't all, but I'm just saying, a lot when it comes to the gang culture and just and lifestyle down there. You know what I'm saying? Is there's no age, bro. There's no age limit. Like I was in, Corcoran, and I was around, gang banging brothers, bro. That was like 55 fucking years old. Stance, signs,
Man.
tat. You know what I mean? Lingo. Like there's no age gap, bro, with them cats out there. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really what the fuck they do. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like if I go to Chicago, I'm gonna be on my fucking P's and Q's, man. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
If I go to LA, I'm gonna be on my P's and Q's, bro. When I go to Frisco, I'm not fucking going off in Sunnydale, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck?
Wow.
I don't know nobody up in there. I don't care if there's a cool ass fucking restaurant over by in that area in that hood. I'm not fucking with it. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are just the type of choices I make, bro. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But I see another day. You know what I mean? And
Exactly.
that's the goal. That's the goal. So like if I know I'm gonna be somewhere and it kind of be on some other shit, I'm not gonna just be hella draped down and with my chains or something or whatever, a ring on and a watch. I'm not gonna do that. Now if I'm going like out or something and with my woman and we going to just dinner or whatever, but we don't go to no hood shit. Yeah, I might have my shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like there's a time and place for everything, bro. And it's just sad because these cats they get these egos, man. That fucking ego is what's fucking them all the way off. They feel that they a sucker or something if they don't got their shit on or if somebody come at them and rob them. Hey, bro, Whack 100 was spot on with that shit. Either you gonna give up your jewelry, bro, or you gonna fucking die and lose your jewelry. Give the fucking shit up, bro.
You taking a loss either way.
You taking
At
a
least
loss.
Mm-hmm.
one
You know what
you
I'm
are
saying?
alive to tell. And this is the thing. You're not even really taking a loss at that sense. You're taking a lesson and an experience. when you the only loss that he took was the deleting of his life. Had he still been alive and he got his chain snatched, that wouldn't even have been a loss, right? It
Mm-hmm.
would have been a lesson. It would have been a lesson to his girl and him to not be promoting every location that you go to. It would have been a lesson to him to say, "Hey, bro, just because you have ice don't mean you need to wear it everywhere." It would have been a lesson to him to say, "Hey, maybe you need to be rolling 10 deep everywhere you go. Make it 20 deep." You know what I mean? Whatever you need to
Mm-hmm.
be. Had he still been alive, he wouldn't have took a loss. He would have experienced a lesson. The only loss he took was the loss of his life. That's the only loss he took. You know what I mean? Material stuff is not really a loss. So we have to stop looking at it like a loss, right? I don't know about y'all, but I've had multiple cars, bro. Multiple cars, bro. When I sell them, did I lose them? What is the really difference between me selling it and getting in a wreck and not having it anymore? You know what I mean? Still don't have it, right? You know what I mean? So I can consider both of them a loss. It's just a matter of how you look at it. But when it comes to the car, no, it's not really a loss. Getting rid of something material that I could gain, I didn't lose anything. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, I just wish we just would stop valuing this materialistic stuff so much. You know what I
Well,
mean?
we got a bad brainwash, bro. Like a lot of these dudes, man, like they got a very, very bad brainwash with like I'd rather die than fucking, lose my shit. Like they gonna have to take me out the game. You know what I'm
Over my
saying?
cold dead hands
You
and that,
know,
yeah,
it's like, and I'll
death
hear
before
something like that,
dishonor.
and I'll be like, "That's the dumbest shit I ever fucking heard, man." Like,
Word.
how do you learn to take that as law for your life, bro,
And
and
I
the people around you and shit and family? Like, for real?
and I add a little bit extra to it too, right? Let's just say his girl wasn't there, but your son or your daughter was there. And all you had to
Mm-hmm.
do was give up your materialistic possessions to live another day and still be a father to that child. But instead, due to your ego, or I ain't no sucker, death before dishonor over my cold dead hands. And you know what I mean? I'm not saying this is what happened with this gentleman, but I know that there are a lot of people that are like, look, you know, you should be trying to defend yourself, but sometimes people just get caught lacking, bro. If you get caught lacking, just give it up. You know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
even giving it up, it doesn't ensure that you're gonna walk away alive, but you need to do everything to ensure that you get home safely. And whether that starts with you out not wearing jewelry and flat, why didn't you just DoorDash? See, this where, like Big Rig said, this where the ego comes in at.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I want to be seen, right? Because I talk about that hood shit, so I'm gonna be seen in the hood. What y'all think I am, a sucker or something? And it's like, okay, you know what I mean? You want to see, and this is the thing, bro. You may have been a shark at some point, but
Mm-hmm.
see, when the sharks stop, it's a difference between them murky waters and then them Hawaiian waters. You know, those beautiful Hawaiian waters that you can see through, and then the
Mm-hmm.
murky waters that you don't even know is safe to swim. See, when you've been in those nice Hawaiian waters and then you come back in the murky waters, the sharks that been in the murky water, they looking at you like a goldfish, bro. That's how they see you. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you are a
Mm-hmm.
goldfish, bro. You don't belong here. And he came over here in shark infested waters
Mm-hmm.
with basically a goldfish suit on. You know what I mean? You got to be moving smarter than that. You can't be like so delusional that you just think that, hey, I can just show up anywhere. I mean, if you look at the dude, I mean, he's pretty skinny, pretty frail.
Very
So it's like,
frail.
dude, you gotta be equipped. You either gotta have a bunch of dudes around you, and you gotta have your hammer on you. If he had it on him, he didn't get enough. He didn't get no shot off. So clearly, it was just an unfortunate situation. But I'd say, look, Cats need to just stop flossing, bro. Why? Well, I say this: you need to be able to have enough confidence with yourself to where your mere presence is flossing. I don't really need a diamond. I am the diamond, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
you feel me? I don't need a diamond to accentuate me.
Mhm.
I accentuate the diamond. You know what I mean? I'm
Mhm.
already shining bright. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
The brightness of the diamond pales in comparison to my shine. You know what I mean? So I don't really
Mhm.
need a diamond. You know what I mean? If you was ever with like a bad chick and you was about to smash, did she ever say, you know, "Oh, I'm about to give you this box because of that chain"? Maybe you was one of them. I'm just saying, maybe that's
Beezy,
I
Beezy trying
I
to get people in trouble tonight. I ain't gonna say nothing.
I'm just saying, man. I get it from the lip, bro, not the hip, bro. You feel me? Or not the
Man,
fist, bro. I get it from
man.
the lip, you feel me? And not the grip either. And I don't tip. You know what I mean? The only tip I
Whew.
give is to not walk in dark alleys. That's the only
Word.
tip I give.
Hey, let me
Nah,
run something just
yeah.
real quick because we kind of like we kind of in the area. Um, just a little bit of game, man, for you know what I'm saying. The partners and shit out there, man, that may be watching. You feel me? Um, and this is a thing with your surroundings and knowing your surroundings. But this is another thing though that I want to put out there because I kind of went through this situation myself. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of had to like get a little stern, like hey, to my woman, don't ever put me in this fucking position again. So let me tell you what I'm talking about. Women can go anywhere.
Facts.
And what I mean by that is any hood, any area a woman can go. Why? Because men like women. They ain't tripping. They gonna try to holler whatever. They ain't tripping, bro. They ain't tripping. I'm not from where my woman is from. She's from Stockton, California. When I went out there to go visit, you know what I'm saying, and chill, we went to go get some food. But she wanted to go to this little Chinese food spot she go to, but it's in the fucking hood, right? I didn't know. I got a navigator sitting on sixes and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm out there, I'm slapping, you know what I mean, doing me. As I'm there chilling though, I kind of turn the music down because I notice there's a lot of motherfuckers out. So I'm like, man, let me go ahead and turn this shit down because I don't know what kind of shit they got going on. I know what this block shit like, you don't want to come through and make the block hot, and shit like that because you don't know what motherfuckers is doing. So I went to G Code and I turned my shit down and was just kind of just peeping game. And I got cats now coming out of every different little areas, bro, walking around my truck back and forth. I don't know if somebody got the thing on them. I'm looking in the fucking Chinese food spot trying to, make signals to my chick like, hey man, we need to tear the fuck up out of here. You know what I'm saying? She get her food, come out, and she like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, man, I got these motherfucking niggas, man, walking back and forth. I ain't got nothing on me. You know what I'm saying? And these motherfuckers is like, on me right now. You see? And I don't know this shit. I don't know this area. She's like, well, I know these people. They ain't gonna do nothing. They ain't gonna trip. What the fuck you mean they ain't gonna do nothing? They ain't gonna trip. See, women don't understand that. There's a difference. Men, we don't have it like that. I'm a man. I can't just go to any fucking liquor store in the hood if I ain't from that area. Why? Because a motherfucker might sweat me. I know that. I ain't
Mhm.
trying to act like I'm a sucker or anything like that. But what the fuck am I gonna put myself in that situation? If I see a gang of motherfuckers out doing whatever the fuck they doing, and I pull up in my shit, whatever, you know what I mean, and go up in that liquor store, I got about a 50-50 chance, you know what I mean? A motherfucker might go, what's up, bro? Where are you from? What you doing up around here? You know what I'm saying? Who you know? You know what I'm saying? And that's how shit really be cracking off, bro. And I just wanted to get that game to y'all cats out there, man, with y'all women. And when y'all go places with them or they try to take you places, ask questions, bro, and really know what the fuck is going on and let them know, man, like, hey, you can't just take me anywhere. Especially if you know what I'm saying, you somebody that look like you about something and shit, you feel me? They can't just take you anywhere, bro. And
Mm.
always remember that shit. What's up
Mm.
with you, John?
John, what's good, man? What's good? What's good? For
All
John
right.
Bills, real quick.
What's up, John? Hold up, John. Let me just get to this chat real quick, and then I'm gonna let you rock out.
Hmm.
But Marcus says, let's not get it twisted. They still putting a load of people in cages. They put you in cages before you flying out. Yeah, I mean, I'm not disagreeing in that regard. Obama, Trump, and Biden, they all doing the kids in cages thing. So I do agree with you. The thing is, they put in a bunch of kids in cages and a bunch of kids on buses, giving them free health care, food stamps, all this other stuff. Don't take my word for it. Look it up. So it says in Cali, the only spot. Cali ain't the only spot with tunnels. Don't forget the other border states. Yeah. Texas
Hmm.
got a lot of tunnels. Arizona, a lot of tunnels.
Hmm.
John in the building showing some love. Shout out to the Brody. And what else Marcus say? Facts. The youngsters each generation get worse and worse with no code and no respect. I agree. They get worse. And a lot of it is the OG's fault, you know what I mean? Just like how
Hmm.
like when we talk about our elders, dropping the ball and being derelict in their duties in terms of, the civil rights and in empowering the community economically, financially, etc. Same thing in the hood. It's a lot of OGs where, they wasn't on the block and then they got back on the block and then they left. But these, they were out there tearing up the community, right? So if anyone would know about how to repair it, and how to relate and reach out to the people that's currently causing the destruction, it would be the OGs. But they like, notes done with this hood life. No, I'm like, bro, you did 20, 30 years of damage to the hood. Now you just want to go run off, what I mean, to some suburb area when you was just shaming people for being squares and stuff. Then
Hmm.
20, 30 years later, you see the life and you want to be a square now. Man, I ain't gonna raise my kids around that shit. Like what? Like you was turning people kids out, shooting at other people kids, but you don't want that for your kids. That's some coon shit. That's some clown shit. That's some
Beezy,
square shit.
can I share something real quick? Because I
Yeah.
got to slide off, but I'm gonna try to come back. But yeah, I'm gonna say this right. Also, when you go to certain areas, man, you know what I mean. I know like PNB, like the situation. He was like, I watched the interview with him. Academics. He was like, he ain't really have security. You know what I mean? I know other brothers like, I ain't want to I want to have security. I don't want to check in. Look, sometimes when you have security, or sometimes when you check in with somebody, it's the best thing that you can ever do. You know what I mean? It could save your life. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid to check in. If you know somebody that lives in a certain area, you could check in with them and everything be smooth with you being in that location. Check in. Check in, man. Yo, I'm gonna be here for these amount of days, man. I'm gonna be here. This the hotel I'm staying at. This what I'm doing, blah blah blah. Blah. This how I'm moving. Yo, can you make sure things are situated a certain way? You know what I mean? And that's when they come to your city, you do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? We gotta start looking out for each other, man, and not be afraid to ask for that help. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just want to say that before I slide off, man.
Yeah, thanks. And what you said was actually profound. Me and John was actually exchanging some messages and videos, and one of the points being made was that men in general. This is not only reserved for black men, but I speak for my brothers. Because that's what I represent. I advocate for all men, but specifically my brothers. So, black men specifically, maybe it due to ego, embarrassment, a litany of reasons why they refuse to ask for help. I'm kind of like that. I'm definitely like that because, um, sometimes you have bad experience, right? You reach out for help and then people, oh, big rig, man, this nigga be easy doing bad, man. He asking for help, right? So you be like, you know what? I ain't never asking for help. But like some certain scenarios, uh, just leave a salty taste in your mouth. It's like, you know what? I ain't helping. I mean, I'm not asking for help. Also, we have a stigma that if you do ask for help, it's a sign of weakness, right? They managed to manipulate and persuade us into thinking that us asking for help is a sign of weakness in the handout. So us blacks can't ask for a handout. But then meanwhile, if you actually do your research, all these other groups, they get consistent, constant handouts, perpetual handouts all the time, while wagging their finger at you, telling you that you need to pull yourself up by your bootstrap and not get no handouts.
You slick, be easy. You real slick. How you slip that in there? You slick, brother.
I'm I'm just saying that's what they say.
I hear you.
They say that they're working so much harder than you, that they're doing all of this stuff, and then you look, look. This is what I say.
Hey Riggs,
Yeah.
it's punch counter punch. He got he hey just counter punching. That's what he's doing. Homie said so first. Now the homie counter punching. That's what we do.
He think he's slick though, but go on and cook, man.
Because
Hey, no,
now we counter punching.
no, yeah, no, I'm not slick. I'm strategic. And is Mayweather slick, or is he precise with it?
Man, I
Is
got you.
Mayweather slick in the ring? He's
I
not really
got you,
slick.
brother.
He's just being strategic
I
and
got you, brother.
precise,
That's
accurate
right.
and appropriate. So you feel me? That's how I move and that's how I get down. But like I do direct, you feel me? Like I don't really do blim. So when I speak it's in generals, like I don't shy away from smoke, you know what I mean? Like so you know what I mean? Like let's let that be abundantly clear. But yeah, you know what I mean? It's gonna be
You're a funny
a heavy
motherfucker,
discussion
man. I
tonight.
tell you that much. And you gonna keep talking all calm and shit. You a funny motherfucker though, brother. I tell you that much, man.
Hey, I don't need to be any other way. You know what I mean? See, this is the thing, because sometimes people be like, "Oh, well, why didn't you yell? Why didn't you do this? For
Yeah.
what?" Like you got my message, right? You understood what I said. So why did I need to yell it to you?
Yeah, that's a
You
fact.
understood it either way, you know what I mean? Plus, I don't let certain people get me out of character, right? Because I already, how many times did I tell you I can't come in on 10? Because see, I don't really have a 10. When I turn up, I go instantly to 12. So that's why I need to hover below that so I don't never get to that. You know what I mean?
Oh
So,
man.
but other cats they like to start on this stuff. And
Already gorilla.
yeah, already gorilling is like, bruh, there's nowhere to go from here. You know what I mean? I like to stay on my Bruce Banner stuff. You know what
I
I mean?
got you.
Because when the Hulk gets unleashed, it ain't no stopping. But
Okay.
John, Mr. John sent different. What's happening? You there, bro?
Yeah, he blacked out. Where you at,
Yeah,
brother?
I'm here.
Oh, look
I'm
at that light. He
here.
put the light
Man,
on. Look at
Okay.
no, the light never went off. The light never went off. What happened was while I was waiting, I'm still listening to what's going on, but I was checking a few notifications in the background or whatever. I'm all in the conversation though. I hear B, he get to, I'm letting him cook, man. He talking this shit, so I'm listening to him.
Oh yeah, I got a lot of shit to talk tonight. But John, you heard what
You
happened with
see
the
what I got
brother?
on? You see the Black Panther Party, in the 1966 joint. I made this P too. But yeah, what you say? What we talking about?
No, I like that shirt. Shout out to John and definitely fly
Shout out
fashions
to
that
the
he
Panther.
making. And yeah, I'm gonna be representing one of these shows, if not the next one, with some of my own threads, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna keep it rocking, you know what I
Yeah,
mean, with these, super fly black owned businesses, you know what I mean? But that don't mean just because it's black owned, that don't mean we only solicit to black people, we sell to everybody.
yeah,
It's
that's for
just
sure, for sure.
we got to be proud of the accomplishments, as blacks, we
Right.
don't collectively produce enough stuff. So when we got some producers and owners of anything, creators, we got to celebrate, uphold and uplift them. But John, I'm sure you're familiar with the young man. His name is PNB Rock. He was actually murdered, slain in Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles last night. Have you heard about this story?
yeah. You know, I heard about the story. I sent you the well, we sent it to each other like around like the same time. He sent me the video. I sent well, B sent me.
He
No, no,
said, "You
no.
know,
B
no
sent me.
problem."
Yeah, B, you know I know about that.
He
Yeah,
trying to be
B sent it to
he
me.
trying to be
I know
TV
that.
professional.
I don't want to. I don't want to make an assumption. I don't want to make an assumption. So I don't want to presume what you know, man.
Yeah. Nah, it's all good. Nah, yeah. I know what's up with PNB. I actually was a fan of his music. I thought he was pretty
He has some
dope.
fire. I ain't gonna lie. Oh boy, has some heat. And
He had his own style.
so let me just get straight into it since you seem to be abreast with the ongoings of the story. So, how much blame, if any, do you think his girlfriend should take? Should it be zero? Is people overblowing it, saying she shouldn't have posted Addie? Um, is it just it wasn't her fault, but she deserves some blame? What is your position on the whole
See, to me,
girlfriend
I
fiasco?
don't like don't nobody really know, but I could just say just off the head, looking at the evidence that's out there, it's about a 50-50 because it could be, it could have been that, or it could be, like I say 50-50 because he the man, you know what I'm saying? He can decide whether wherever he would really want to go. Or it could have been he could have been on some, leaning on her type of shit, like, oh, she don't want to go nowhere else, she want to go here. So you know what I'm saying? It could have went either way, but it's ultimately up to him. He decided, you know what I mean, to go in there, and he know what the politics was. 'Cause like they say, somebody his academic interview out there, he just had some close calls with like the similar shit going on with him recently. So he just, sometimes I mean, we can all say what he shoulda, coulda, woulda did, but sometimes what's inevitable to happen, it just gonna happen. Depending, no matter I guess where you at, but of course where you at do make a hell of a difference. My perspective, just looking at it, yeah, like there's definitely some sloppy type of, you know, uh, real sloppy how she did that. And to me, I don't know how true it is, but I'm hearing that he had some issues with the girl pertaining to stuff like that, just posting too much, kind of just being too out there, trying to be, want to be seen, want to be known type, posting certain things, and he was on her line about it, and he actually had told her that. I guess he had shut down her social media or something because of that, and that was the first day she got it back or something like that, and she posted that, and I just seen she's supposed to be going live on somebody channel tomorrow or something. Talking about she trying to tell her side of the story, and then some other people
What?
talking about she got to tell. Yeah, she trying to go. A lot of times she trying to tell her side of the story. I seen she posted some stuff allegedly on her social media saying like, "Oh, this is all my fault." You know what I mean? I'm so sorry. Looking at it, bro, I don't know. Like, you feel me? At first, I was trying to give her the benefit of the doubt, but how she's so quick to just be jumping out there like that, man. I don't. This industry shit, like, well, I'm gonna try to watch the cussing, but this industry stuff, bro, it get real tricky, man. Because I mean, you just never know. Everybody get clout off of everybody. Like, you feel me? The females, they come in being nobodies, but they're somebody now because they with this celebrity rapper. All of a sudden, you know what I mean? They followers going up. All of a sudden, they getting different opportunity doors open to them. Something happened with the rapper or they lead a rapper for another, celebrity or something, and they keep going higher and higher. And that's, they getting booked to, do walkthroughs at clubs. They hosting parties. You know what I'm saying? They sending blames to the artists that put them on, like, oh, I'm doing better, or I don't, all different kind of. I see the same thing repeated over and over again, and that's what really be like. That's what make me just like regular females. Like, I don't want just, even though I am in the music business, I wouldn't necessarily say the industry, but in the music business, I don't, it kind of turned me off people that's in that same type of lifestyle that just be chasing the clout like that because,
What's a
at the same
regular
time,
female? What's a regular female?
oh, I mean just a female that's not in the industry or of the industry that I'm in exactly. Like, I don't now, I'm saying, like say me for example, me being an artist. I'm just not trying to get with no other female that's a rap artist, a backup dancer, a entertainer, like just period. I just like regular female. She have a regular job, like something that's not of entertainment. You know what I mean? That's what I mean by regular female because people who are entertainers, rappers, all of them, they all kind of go in the same category with, with motives and just different types of egos and, just the problems that come with that. I know what tree you barking at when you get into that. So it's like, me personally, I'd rather just deal with as far as on some relationship type of shit. I'm not trying to be with nobody that's, got to post everywhere we at, what I'm doing, what I'm just because of situations like this. Like this ain't the first time this happened, the PNB Rock shit. We didn't seen it happen before, but it's just that this is the newest thing, and it's like this a dude from Philadelphia. He's in LA. He already done had some close call where he talking about he feel like people followed him. They trying to, set him up or whatever. They trying to make they move on him. He had said he had his daughter with him and the girl. So I mean, even just knowing that happened, I don't see how she would just let that. And then there's people saying they had gotten an argument on live right before that happened too. Like I don't know. But to me, I'ma always say the man, you supposed to have the power, you supposed to be leading. So if you going off instincts like that and she already moving faulty, that's your fault. You know what I mean? I gotta put the blame on him. Hate to say it, because at the end of the day, probably, you know what I mean. If you wasn't with the girl, you know what I mean, you probably would have most likely been. I doubt you was gonna go to Roscoe Chicken and Waffles by yourself. You know what I mean, and sitting there trying to dine. You know what I mean. So it's like that could have been his downfall just right there. And whether she was a part of or she knew what was or whatever, it still fall on him because you got to come on, you got to go with your move. You know what I mean? You already had so many red flags and signs. You know what I mean? They say warning come before destruction. Didn't he just speak about his warning? And then wait, who just got killed before him? And they just said something. Who was the last rapper? It'd be so many. I can't. Somebody just died before him and they was just saying, "Oh yeah, they had some." Oh, it was a Chicago rapper, FBG Cash or something like that. He was with a chick, and I guess the chick baby daddy or something like that had pulled up on him and shot at him or something like that. He said he got grazed or something like that. This dude went back was messing with the same chick and ended up getting killed. You know what I mean? Back to like after that, and he had just did an interview. And it's crazy how they just always do an interview, talking about situations, and then they still fall victim to the situation, and the interview be so close to their demise. But yeah, bro, I'm gonna have to put that blame on PNB Rock and just let it be a lesson, to the rest of us that go with your move, man. Go off your first instincts, man. If you already feel something fishy, something ain't right. I don't care how fine she is, and I'm not just trying to say it's just her, but I mean just you know, as far as him being in LA, say the girl wasn't even with him and he was in LA and they was trying to line him up or whatever, bro. Come on, move smarter. All that, you know what I mean? Trying to have pride and I ain't checking in nowhere, bro. Checking in ain't like you the B word or something, or you a punk and you scared or nothing. Nah, bro. And another thing is, it's nothing wrong with being fearful, you know what I mean, of losing your life, especially if you love your life and you allegedly got stuff that you want to live for. That fear is gonna keep you alive because it's gonna keep you on your toes. You know what I mean? You even see me right now sitting where I'm sitting at. I keep, my head on the swivel, just, if a car coming by too, I'd rather see anything coming before, anything. So it's
You
just like
scared, nigga?
shit. This nigga who said that shit. Who said that shit? Oh,
Hey,
who
be
was
easy. Got on Marcus. He getting on John. Hey, let me say something real
that?
quick, man. Just real quick, and then John, you can
Go
cook.
ahead,
Be easy, you can cook. I just gotta say, hey, when we started this stream tonight on some real shit, we started at 900 subscribers, bro. Just from the stream, there's an extra 7 pimping. So, salute to that, man. I appreciate y'all coming in, tapping in, subscribing in. You feel me? Help
That's what's
help them
up.
make
Shout
that
out to the
mark,
new
bro. You
club.
know what I'm saying? And that's what's up, man. I just had to give y'all a shout out, man. You know what I mean? Everybody in chat, everybody that slid through. Appreciate that. Started at 900, man. 7 fucking subscribers, man, since we done been rocking. So
Yeah, for
salute.
sure,
What's
man.
up?
We don't know who that 7 was,
Don't
but
know
we
who it was,
appreciate
but
y'all.
Definitely
If
appreciate it.
I knew all of your names, I would call y'all out individually. But since I don't, lucky
Let me
number
y'all get in the
7, shout
comments,
out
man.
to y'all. And let's just go to the chat real quick. Marcus is saying even before Obama, Bush, and Clinton were involved in the process, yes, all presidents are essentially the same. They're puppets, you know what I mean? Two cheeks on the same booty. That's why I tell people stop getting caught up in the Republican Democrat stuff. They all do the same thing. Everything that I talk about that Obama did, Bush did. Everything I talk about Bush did, Clinton did. Everything I talk about Clinton did, Trump did. Only thing
Who
they
are
all
you
wanted a
tonight, man?
wall.
Who
Trump
are you
was the
tonight,
only one
Beezy?
can't
I'm
build a
sorry,
wall.
bro. You was on a fucking whole
Yeah,
different
red
path
pill.
tonight, man. You was just
Yeah,
you
red
must have
pill
had a
right
hell
here.
of a fucking night or something, brother. Because you is just
Nah, you know what? The night is young, man. I'm just getting started, bruh.
I feel you, brother. I'm just saying, you really hey. When I see it, I just let it be known, hey, you doing your thing, man. But you was definitely you blinging right now, brother.
All right, so it says, I had a question before. Who assigned this authority type of probation checking into a city because you're in a certain part of the industry? Shaking my head, like who made them kings, judge, gods, if people just chilling the fuck? So hold on, I'm gonna set this up because John, I know you want to
Hey,
speak. Hold on,
can I
John.
say something? I just
Yeah,
want to
hold
say
on.
something about that.
Hold on, John. Let me set this alley for you. Cause look,
I don't want to.
I hear what you
Go ahead,
saying,
go
Marcus.
ahead.
I hear what you saying. You said who assigned this authority, and you basically saying who made them kings, judges, and people. And like I understand, right? You believe like man, I'm a man. They bleed just like I do, right? But this is the thing. A
That
lot of
ego.
these cats is saying that they with the activities. They saying that they with the shit. They saying that they with the gang since potty train. So when you start talking like that, now you have to adhere to a certain set of rules, right? So if you look at these gladiators that's in the arena, the gladiator is not adhering to the same rules as the spectator. The spectator is sitting in the stands watching. You don't have the same responsibilities, the expectations that I do, because you're just sitting in the stands watching. Meanwhile, I'm the gladiator in the field, in the dirt, in the mud, on the soil. You know what I mean? And all is fair is in love and war. So unfortunately, in a concrete jungle, anything could happen, bro. Is lions, tigers, bears everywhere. You know what I mean?
Marcus,
So in
you may
order
need to
to
come up with that question, bro, because you off on that one, brother.
yeah, because that's what I'm saying,
You
bro.
off on
Like
that
when
one.
you in a concrete jungle, bro, you need to adapt to the jungle, bro. If it's in
That's a
wolves,
fact,
Hey,
it
man.
could be
Come
it
on,
be
man. And he been to war. He been to
you
war. He know. Come on,
that's what I'm
man.
trying.
don't even gotta be.
That's why
Come
I was a
on,
little
man.
confused. That's why I
We
was
ain't
a
gonna
little
do that. We ain't
confused
gonna
by
do that,
the
Marcus. You
especially.
gonna have to come up with something with that shit, because that sounds like
You
ego
don't
to
even
me,
gotta
bro.
be in the jungle. You don't even gotta be in the jungle though, bro. You could be going to the burbs. Like if you got the same complexion we got, bro, you need to know where it's hot at. You know where the police gonna be. Fluently through there.
That's a
You
fact.
that's what checking in is. Checking in ain't, hey man, excuse me, can I please stay over here for 5 days? Don't rob me. No, that's not checking in, bro. Checking in is, hey, you going somewhere where you're not from there. You know what I'm saying? So you don't necessarily know what's going on. So we're just getting a heads up with some of the natives, the citizens that's there. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna put you
Absolutely,
on game
brother.
about you. That's what checking
God
in is. I just
damn.
went to Atlanta. I'm gonna check in no matter where I go. That's how I'm gonna know what's going on. It ain't
Come
no,
on, man. What's
people. That's
what are
that
we doing,
pride, bro.
man?
You be
What are we
trying to be too
doing?
macho, bro. Ain't nobody saying, bro, you a punk. You gotta call a
Right,
certain game.
right,
You
right.
don't even gotta call
Hey
nobody from the
man,
street. It could be your auntie. It could be a
right.
grandmother. It could be the mail lady. People who live in the city know what's going on in the city.
Thank you,
I'm not
brother.
finna go to no city. Don't know where the hell I'm going. Don't know what I'm. Nigga, I want to know. Know what I'm saying? Come on now, that's checking
Thank you.
in. Checking in is not paying for protection. Checking in is not none of that. You know what I'm saying? Now,
Checking in can be
if
the
you
right
say
type of questions you asking these natives around the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You checking the spots you
right,
may be going to. Like, is this shit kind of cool? Is it not cool? You know,
right,
you gonna pick up the vibe.
right. Right. Even if you don't know nobody from a can of paint, somebody gonna speak or say what's up or something. Right when you spark that conversation, hey man, I'm not from around here. Hey, where's such and such at? And you know what I'm saying? What's going on? Like, how is it over here? How many people? Is it a lot of people like me over here, or is it like you know what I mean? That's checking in. You know what
I
I'm
can
saying? Because
appreciate
you
that
just
explanation. That was
yeah,
good.
that's all it is, bro. And you know what it is? If this could get spread more widely instead of because you know the problem is a lot of the times the people that's telling you to check in, they be gang affiliated. That's who we hearing this from. We hearing this on
Right,
the internet from
right,
Black 100s and all types of so they
right,
make it seem
man.
like you gotta holler at
Fuck.
them.
Bloody,
No,
Right,
you do not gotta
right,
holler at
it
nobody.
would be
right.
like
You know what I'm
bloody
saying?
crip.
Right. You don't gotta be man, come on, man. It don't gotta be no gang,
Come
nothing,
on,
bro.
man.
It could just
Exactly,
be
man.
a square civilian, you know what I mean? A law-abiding citizen. You know what I mean? They gonna tell you, they gonna put you on. You know what I mean? With what's going on. You know what I mean? That's all it is, bro. And we got to make that more common to let it be known what that is. All that checking, but you know what it is? The West Coast, we so notorious. You know that's just our reputation. Like California. You go out there with a lot of folks get robbed out here, they get killed and stuff like that. So everybody else they just shook up and just the stigma of coming to Cali or going to, certain places in the East Coast or down south, it's that stigma like, yeah, you come through here, man, you better check in or you better no,
And if you
just
look
see
at
what's going on.
historically, bro, Cali be taking out rappers. If I'm not mistaken, wasn't Big Gun Down out in Cali? Pop Smoke in
Yeah,
Cali? PNB Rock in Cali. It was another
yeah,
dude who was supposedly disrespecting Nipsey. Got it. Um,
Bro,
yeah.
they look.
it's a long list.
Ain't
It's
nobody
LA,
playing
bro.
out here.
These people, these this is where stars come, you know what I mean? So these cats out here, bro, that be with the whole Robin and shit, it's
Didn't
candy.
Slim 400? Didn't he get smacked?
Yes,
Gonzo.
yes, yes.
Because
Gonzo
and you
got
know
hit in
what too?
Seattle, but
Oh, Gonzo was in
Oh,
he was hit in
Seattle.
Seattle.
Oh, okay.
But
Seattle was better though. Seattle gangster too though. Like they with the shit out there too.
Yeah,
But
no,
I
they
mean, you
got
can
hella
get
crips
good.
out there.
they got a big blood
But you
community out
seen
there in
FBG
Seattle.
Duck, he got clipped in the Gold Coast in Chicago. Like you can be anywhere, bro. And LA is so nice and beautiful, bro. It's just the people that's out there. You know what I mean?
Be on some
Is
other
with the
shit,
business.
bro.
So,
They be on some other shit.
yeah. But you can't blame them no neither because it's poverty, right? And if say across the street right here is Hollywood, you know what I mean, and then it's the projects or the hood or whatever right here. You can't help it but to all you seeing all these ghosts and Rolls Royces and Bentley trucks all right across the street. That's usually what folks gonna do. They gonna go over there. They gonna try to steal. They gonna try to do whatever they thirsty. You know what I mean? And
Hey,
they
they've been
thinking
doing
whatever
that a
you.
lot more now. They before they was just like mainly robbing in the hood, but now they going to Beverly Hills,
Yeah,
Rodeo.
man. And
They
they
ain't
getting
playing no more
they
now.
nah, man, fuck
They
nah.
coming up.
And that's what they
Yeah,
do,
like I
brother.
mean,
Like, that's like, in these are bad areas that we got, right? But then you got like it's hella known, like it's a Hollywood or something. Man, these motherfuckers would have a field day with out of towners coming in, bro. You know what I mean? So that's how it
yeah.
is out there. And like people go out there, the that whole look, the palm trees, whatever, the beaches and shit. You know what I mean? The stars. And I ain't talking about the
Yeah,
ones
they
in the
know y'all
sky.
too.
And they hitting them, bro. You know what I mean? They hitting them.
They
Yeah, and,
looking for
and then a
that
lot of
sweet
times,
lick, huh?
bro. But it's like
Period,
you can't.
man.
It's just nature, bro. It's human nature. I seen somebody on Instagram. They said like a little parable. They said you can't put a chain of stakes around your neck and go off into the wilderness. You know what I'm saying? Just thinking like that's what it's like, bro. You feel me? You gotta respect the law of the land wherever you going, bro. You gotta know it's poverty
Man.
everywhere. People is starving. They broke. You know what I mean? They don't got no hustle. They ignorant. You know what I mean? You got to be expecting this. No matter where I go, I'll be paranoid. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just
And
gonna think it's too.
I
I don't
watch
care how.
everything. If I go,
man,
if look,
jealousy
John,
eating
if
it
I
too.
was at your folks barbecue, bro, I'm watching your grandma, your aunts, your uncles. I'm watching how everybody move, and it's all Velveeta. But I'm watching how everybody move. You feel me? That's just what I do, pimping. Like I'm watching everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Period.
especially folks they cooking food, you gotta watch it. Is they keeping their hands clean? You know what I'm saying? Is he, you know what I mean? I don't think, no, he might be scratching his balls, flipping it down, the ribs. Like, man, what's good? You know what I mean? I want it. What's going on? Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? I'm not
Oh
persecuting
shit.
you. I'm not accusing you. I'm just watching because I don't know. People do strange things. You know what I mean? It's just it's only human to error. You know what I mean? And bro, come
They
on
got
now,
different kind
it's
of
a filthy world.
habits and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, all yeah. You know what I mean?
They
All that.
standard
You know
may
what I
not
mean?
be your standard on some shit. You know what I'm saying?
You feel me? And everybody ain't smoking what you might be smoking. So you got to be careful with all the same way. You ain't just going, hey, hit anybody joint or anybody blunt or whatever, anybody drink. You know what I mean? You go into somebody's city, man, you need to be on your toes. It's like looking both ways before you cross the street. You taught that as a kid. I mean, I'm gonna look both ways. You know what I'm saying? That's just common sense. You know what I mean? And people can say what they want to, but hey, we alive. You know what I'm saying?
And
So
see,
you know
this
what I mean? All
this
that.
purpose comes into play, bro. You always got to be moving with the purpose, even when you in these other towns, right? So your purpose needs to be, hey, I need to get back home so I can continue providing for my family, continue perfecting my craft. Your purpose is to not go to Roscoe's and be seen, right? My purpose to not go to Slauson and show like, yeah, I'll go to the hood and rock a chain. I ain't tucking my chain. Is that really your purpose? Or is your purpose to get home and to continue being fruitful and multiply? If you get deleted, you're not fruitful in anything. You have perished. You know what I mean? And all you get what? People gonna be, I'm sorry to say this, I think the dude was dope, but let's keep it a buck. People's gonna be slapping his songs for 2 weeks and then they gonna move on. Tell me
Yeah,
where's
because
the
somebody
lie.
else gonna die. It's gonna be another one. Like it probably maybe the Lord forbid tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like it's happening so frequently nowadays, bro. Like and people gonna move on. Especially with the internet, bro. It's whatever's the hottest, newest topic. They gonna jump on. Like I say, his girlfriend, she finna cloud up now. She finna do an interview tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? She finna,
She gonna get paid.
she gonna stress this out. Yeah, give her about a year or two. You know what I mean? She'll be with another somebody else. You know what I mean?
Another
Like,
rapper.
she caught it up on. I mean, most likely. You feel me? Most likely. You know what I'm saying? That's usually how the game go, bro. Like, come on, man. How many women we have seen come in the game with one dude? Now they didn't went from this one to that one to that. And it ain't even been a year or two. You know what I'm saying? I didn't seen who was that little Herb baby mama. She came in as little Herb baby mama. Now she was with a boxer. Now she with a money bag. Then I heard she would meet me. Like, bro, that's how they go.
Yeah,
Everybody in
I
Hollywood.
think Marion, right? Wasn't he with like the chick was with Bow Wow and somebody else? Now she with Tay Diggs.
Omarion baby mama was with Dr. Dre. Now she with Tay Diggs or whoever the other actor. Like, bro, they all get it.
She was
The
with yeah.
industry,
Oh, and
bro.
then did you
The
see
industry.
did you see Scottie Pippen wife? Scottie Pippen
Scottie
wife was
Pippen like with Jordan's son.
I know.
She with Jordan's son right now. His Michael Jordan's son is with Scottie Pippen. That's crazy, bro.
But you
She
know
done went from
Future and
Future.
some other cats smashed too though.
What before that?
Future
That's
and
what I'm saying.
it was some other player, I think like Malik Beasley, some other cats, and now she
Bro,
with Jordan's
he's
son.
still
That's
married to
cold.
Scottie Pippen, right? They still married right now. Like you
I
can tell me,
know.
like
Look,
he's
peep
still at least
this.
a thing.
Flag on the fucking play.
Peep this. She
Flat.
got
No,
a
no, 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 no. Flag
Like
on
how
the
do
play.
this?
Flag on the play, brother. Y'all done went into motherfucking all these
Hey, we
NBA
ain't trying to
stars. Come on, man.
man. They go from rappers to NBA entertain. It's the entertainment business, man. They jumping from whatever. You feel me? Football, basketball, swimmer. Michael Phelps probably was smash. Like you know what I'm saying? Like bro, anybody can get it in Hollywood. That's why I say I want a regular. I I I prefer a regular chick, bro. I don't want no chick that's with the industry chick because I already know what come with that, bro. And you ain't finna cloud up off of me and just no. When I'm with you, we building a foundation. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not building something just for. me to help you. I'm not a stepping stone. You ain't finna step on me. You know what I'm saying? If anything, we gonna step up together, or it'll be the other way around. But you ain't finna step on me. But
You ain't trying to be the
I ain't getting off
doormat
the
for the
subject,
sake
bro.
of your family.
Yeah, what? What you say,
I said,
B?
I said you ain't trying to be a doormat for the sake of the betterment for your family.
Hell no, I ain't finna be the doormat for the sake of nothing. What you mean for the sake of the family? Hold on. First of all,
A
we getting way off the
doormat though? Why
subject.
the
And
door? Hey, why he
B trying
gotta
to
make
bait, B be baiting,
a,
bro.
a
He trying to bait
doormat
me into
though?
some other. Look at him,
Hey,
man.
that's
B
what
know
I'm
what he
saying,
do,
man.
man.
Be easy. He old tonight. I don't
I'm
know what's
just
going
Hey,
saying.
on,
I be
man.
wondering.
I'm
Hold
saying you got
on,
to
I'm gonna
get
light this
walked
up.
on
You
so
know
you can
damn
walk
well ain't
forward.
nobody gonna agree to no doormat shit. He said a doormat. He called it a. He was gonna see if you was gonna slip up or something.
Hey, man, hold on. Let me get my light back on, man. Hold on. Now look, man.
Okay, with
This
the
is look.
galactic glow.
Hey, hey, you crazy, bro. I wonder what B, because B, you over there with just a picture up right now, so we don't even know what you doing right now, man. What's rocking with you, B? You need to hop on the cam or something, man, because you just in the darkness, just flaming up over here, bro. What's going on, man? Now it's silence. What's going on? Hold
Hey,
on, what?
that brother got quiet. Then look, and his mic is on, and a motherfucker too, and he quiet as
Yeah,
kept,
I'm like,
bro.
what's going?
Like he in a fucking
Oh,
quiet ass room. Oh, now he hit the mic.
hold on.
Oh shit, y'all too much, man. He probably gonna pull up on you where you at. He gonna pull up on you like, man, I'm right here, man. What you talking about?
Man,
Try to
that's it,
spook you or
man. You
something.
crazy, man.
Serious nowadays though, bro. Like with just not even just the celebrities, bro. Like people gotta realize we is at a different time in civilization. You know what I mean? Like they say, what goes up must come down, and unfortunately, civilization is going down. You know what I mean? I looked at the title, and it was talking about like this purge thing, and I know y'all heard about the Chicago Safety Act or whatever they talking about in Illinois, what they trying to do January 1st. They not going, it's no cash bail no more. They letting everybody, you can kill somebody, you can rob somebody, you can rape somebody. You ain't gotta worry about you ain't gotta worry about basically getting persecuted for it or whatever. You just gonna get a ticket. Like they they letting you know right now, they want us to exterminate each other. You know what I mean? And if you can't see the bigger picture, bro, with what's really going on, you most likely gonna fall victim, bro, because it's times like these where we really got to come together and really, what I mean, politic and program. We got to reprogram. That's what this is about. It's about restructuring. You know what I mean? Because like I say, what goes up must come down. It's only so long that gangster rap is gonna be able to be, the top thing, and it's gonna be cool to portray a certain lifestyle and do this, because at the end of the day, once it's taken away your kids, your husbands, your wives, your mamas, and all that, then that's when we waking up. You know what I mean? It's gonna take a rapper dying every other day. It's gonna take, all this different type of stuff just for people to get it right, because ultimately we all know, these invisible hands, that's playing these cards that got us, putting us against each other, and it's stopping the connection, it's stopping the unity. You know what I mean? um and that's what the big picture is, and no matter how, and one thing that we got to stop doing is waiting for the revolution to be televised. DJ Academics ain't finna tell us, what I mean, the game plan. All he gonna do is report on just what happened. He ain't really finna give us no, that's not his job. That's not nobody's job really. But I mean, it is at the same time, because as a, a man with the same pigmentation as me, I mean, is it not are we not our brother's keeper? You know what I mean? If I don't care for Riggs like I care for myself, you know what I mean? I'm watching something happen to Riggs, but tomorrow it's gonna be, or can be, happening to me. And I feel like that be the thing. We keep looking at everything happening on TV like it's so far away, but it's getting closer and closer to your house. It's getting closer and closer to your neighborhood. They doing that in Illinois, but you don't think they finna try out of there? You don't think they gonna go elsewhere? You know what I'm saying? So they really just, setting the boundaries for, like I say, civilization. They trying to hit the reset. You know what I mean? And a lot of people thought that the martial law and all that could never happen. But think about it, bro. If it gets to a point to where police are not actually responding to no type of calls, you know what I mean, and they just leaving it up to us to do whatever we want to, it's gonna be people begging for military enforcement and martial law and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And that's what they want. They want us to get to a point to where it's like, we gonna let them destroy each other to the point to where they'll be begging, you know what I mean, for this, and then we'll come in and really smash down with extra firmer laws and really take their privacy away, really take away their freedom. All we do is lose freedom. You know what I mean? Every single day, freedom is just going out the window, out the window. All these applications we download, ain't nobody reading the fine print on what they saying about, oh, we can track your location, or we can use your picture, for this and that because you uploaded it on our platform. Oh, we can take, you know what I mean? Nobody paying attention to that. And at the end of the day, it's the people that's falling victim. You know what I mean? We losing our freedom. It's a fight for the rights of the freedom of the people. That's what all of it come down to. You know what I mean? It's deep. It's heavy. Am I on here? Y'all hear me? I
No,
see
I
red.
didn't hear the last like 5 minutes that you was talking. I didn't hear it.
Oh, I was going.
No,
Oh,
I'm
I think because I
bullshitting. I'm
had.
bullshitting. I'm bullshitting, bro.
Oh man,
I'm
don't play with me,
bullshitting.
Riggs, man. Hey man, don't do me like that, bro. Don't do me like that, man. He say it's the last 5 minutes. But
But
no, bro, for real.
man, just really with this whole thing, man, like we gotta do better, man, and value things a little bit more than fucking material shit. Not trip on ego as much, man. Just we all human, man, but we can't play dumb that there ain't, bad people out there, man, and you anybody can get it, man. You thinking that you got something a one up or whatever. Nah, man, that ain't it. It's not it. And that's why this type of shit happens, man. If he would have been without all that shit on him, bro, we wouldn't even be talking about it. I think, it would have just been a whole different thing, man. Like, it was the materialistic shit. That's what it was. It was the materialistic shit. They wanted it. They got it. And then it's just sad, bro. It's really sad. Like, but it's got to go with the mentality, man. Dude's mentality was different. I said this earlier. He was a good artist, but when he did rap and what he spoke on was kind of the shit that he went through. You know, when you put that type of energy out there, if it's real, if it's fake, but if you put that energy out there, you're gonna get that shit back, bro. I don't carry myself in a way to where like I'm putting any type of negative impact on somebody or putting down somebody or just being like a fucking asshole. Like I don't put that type of energy out there, bro. And to keep it all the way real, I don't receive no energy like that, pimping. You know what I mean? I don't. I don't get it from Be Easy. I don't get it from you. I don't get it from anybody I encounter. But it's the way I carry myself. You know what I'm saying? But what I do is genuine. But it's the mentality, man. And these cats, they going off of shit from I don't know what movies and maybe rap lyrics and shit that you just gotta be this certain person, man. And it's not reality. Look at what happens, man. 30 years old, man, and you gone and shit. It's fucking bananas, bro.
Crazy. That's crazy. 30. Yeah, that's crazy. Man,
I
that's the
didn't even have
reality.
my son at 30. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's young, bro. That's young. I got stepkids. That's 30, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy, bro. Like that shit would fuck me up, man.
And I just seen you follow Richie Rich on Instagram.
Nah,
OG Richie Rich, you
I
know.
don't. I'll be watching this shit because a lot of people I know they do, so they put up this shit on stories.
Yeah, Richie Rich has said some shit, man. He say, man, it's gonna really take for us to damn near be put back in bondage and slavery for you niggas to get the picture like what we doing to each other. He like, bro, it just don't make no sense. And you know, like when the elderly, you know, our elders get to talking like that, bro, you know it's real. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, man, they didn't been through the eras and the different times and all that. You know what I mean? So it's like they see what's going on. You know what I mean? And it's gonna take a lot more of that. You know what I mean? To kind of suppress and kind of you know, slow this down, you know, because you know you can't stop what's gonna happen. Is kind of inevitable. You know, some people is set in who they are, who they gonna be with their own destiny they chose. But it's like the goal is, man, if anybody could be reached, you know what I mean, and some sense could be talked into them, you know, the message got to keep getting put out there. The word got to keep getting spoke because we can't just say, you know, blanket, you know, forget it. You know, whatever happened, you know, I'm just gonna worry about me, bro. We can't be like that no more, bro. Because look, and I'll use this example. If I sit up here and don't speak the truth about the real, right, about, you know, what's right and what's wrong, and I watch these kids keep going out here, you know what I mean, killing each other, and I say, well, long as my kids don't get touched, bro, how do you think eventually the domino effect is gonna hit back home somewhere? You know,
Correct.
you could have, you know, you seen these young dudes getting into it, and you knew, you know, it wasn't that serious, and you probably could have talked, you know, got in there and talked some sense into one of them, and it could have prolonged or possibly shut down a situation, but you didn't. You know what I mean? And now, you know, one of them then went and killed the other one, and then now the other one, family and friends, you know, they want revenge on them, and it's a war that's gonna be ongoing. And you felt like, well, you know, it's really not affecting me. That's them. But then, you know, somebody came through and a straight bullet hit one of your relatives or your friends. You know what I'm saying? So either way it go, bro, you know what I mean? We all dealing with it. And like I say, you know, you got to be your
You
brother's
have to
keeper.
deal with it
You
on the
look at
front end or the back end.
right. Speak on it, B. Where you was you back in here
Yeah,
now?
no, I was saying like, oh yeah, I was talking, but it looked like my mic was on mute, and I was trying to say like, oh, did y'all hear me? But yeah, it looked like my mic was on mute. I actually just got a different mic, but yeah, so it's the same thing with like the prison system, right? When people be like, I don't want to give these people reparations or help them out in any way, just lock them up. Well, look it up. How much it costs? It's like 60 to 70,000 per prisoner in California. You know who's paying that? The taxpayers, right? But instead of giving John 20,000, 60,000 a year for him to build up a business, they like, nope, we don't want to do that. But hey, let's lock them up and put it and have the taxpayers foot the bill for 70,000. Come on, bro. You know what I mean? Like I said, either way, you paying for it on the front end or the back end. When people say, man, F them kids, and then they grow up and then they sexually assault your daughter or they do a drive-by on your son. Them was the same kids that you said F. So now should we say F your kids? Right? You know what I mean? So we
Hey,
need to just stop
that's
being
a
so foolish.
that's the point. And I want to say this too, because I was talking to somebody I know about the little Illinois law they doing right, and they say, oh, well, that's out there. You know, they ain't the California governor would never do that. They said that as if it ain't gonna affect them, right? What you gotta pay attention to with that law is they said they can only I think try to I think they can go from damn near here to Alaska before they even go out to really try to, you know, capture somebody for some type of warrant or something like that to bring them back. So you don't think, I mean, the people who got this type of mentality, you know what I mean? You don't think they finna travel? They not gonna travel out. They not gonna venture out, bro. They gonna end up everywhere. They ain't just gonna stay out
So hold
there
on,
because it's
let
gonna
me
be
let me
wild,
just
wild
read
west.
that. Let me just read the exact statute. So it says judges may no longer issue a warrant when a defendant fails to come to court. Instead, an absent defendant must be served with a court order asking them to appear, and then a fail to appear the next time before a warrant may be issued. And then it also says, basically, you can only issue them a warrant if they don't miss the warrant. You can just only send them a warrant and say, hey, you missed your warrant. If they don't come after that, you can just only send them a ticket and saying, hey, you remember that warrant? Still got to
And,
come.
and 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 so
That's
what that
all.
means is that's a heads up. That's giving you a head start to run right there. Cause it's
Exactly.
like, okay, I'm already planning on not going to court. So I'm not even finna have a warrant. I can still get on a plane. I can still do this, and that and get away before I'm even popping up in the system as a fugitive or anything. So you know what I mean? Like I say, bro, the law of the streets is crazy, right? Because everybody supposed to not be snitching, which everybody snitching. Everybody's supposed to be following these codes, which ain't nobody following no codes. But the people who is the ones who really just falling victim because ain't nobody playing fair. Everybody playing dirty. Everybody, the police playing dirty. The
Correct.
criminals is playing dirty. You know what I'm saying? So it's
There's
like,
a
bro,
saying, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. I'm just saying.
man, I guess so.
It's
I
true
guess
though, because
so.
you want to be
I
trying
guess
to play
so,
by the
right?
book, right? You want to play by the book and you saying, "Oh, it's my integrity, my morality," but not everybody is playing like that. And when you don't play like that, they don't look at you as, some upstanding, honest person. They look at you as a loser. That's all it comes down to. Winners and losers. So even if they cheated, if you're trying to say, "Oh, I only lost because they cheated," is that gonna fly when I'm standing here with the trophy? No one is gonna care. You know what I mean? So it's only winners and losers. But just to let y'all know about that new law, the Safety Act, which actually was passed in 2020, but it goes into effect January 1st. Under the new law, entire categories of crime such as aggravated batteries, robberies, burglaries, hate crimes, aggravated DUIs, vehicular homicide, drug induced homicide, all drug offenses, including delivery of fentanyl and trafficking cases, are not eligible for detention no matter the severity of the crime. Did y'all hear that?
There you have
No
it.
matter the
Where?
severity
Where's
of
this
the
at?
crime.
Where's this
Illinois.
at?
It's Illinois,
Chicago and
January
shit?
1st, 2023. Yes.
They want them motherfuckers to
2023.
delete themselves, bro. That sounds fucking crazy.
Well, they want
Bro, that's what's
one people to delete themselves, and like, I was talking to John earlier and he mentioned it. What happens is they actually would love for a purge because then people are going to say, we need more cops. Where's the cops? We need them to save us. And most of those cops
hey, hey,
are
don't it
not going to
say
be
don't
predominantly black.
hey, but wait though, don't it say even assault on a peace officer or something like that? Don't it say some shit? So that means if the police know that they can be, basically attacked, they just gonna not be around. They finna just, you feel me, dip out. They gonna be out the way tucked off. They gonna let
Correct.
all this happen. They gonna
And
let
they're
it
still
happen. You
getting
know what I'm saying?
paid, and they'll be getting paid for letting it happen. And then they're going to say, look, we need to stop this. We're going to give you guys more money, more weapons, and more police officers at your disposal. Then
Yeah.
they'll do some things that they should have been doing. Then they're going to bring out the SWAT and dogs and be kicking in doors and all sorts of stuff. And all of this stuff will cost millions of dollars. Now, if you say, hey, why don't you just allocate millions of dollars to build up city centers and the facilities so that this community has gainful employment and that these kids have proper education? No, They won't allocate millions for that, but they will allocate millions to come and put you niggas in place with guns and hoses and dogs and all this type of stuff.
And they
The
will
world we
find
live in,
millions
bro.
to send to another country.
Correct.
They will send 60 to however many billions to another country while we
Yeah,
here in this
over
country. That
60.
one is crazy, man. Like
And we
if
need
you
to
can't
wake up.
wake up,
And John, you said
man,
something earlier, and this kind of has me disgusted because I used to be kind of that thinking too. You know what I mean? Where people be like, "Oh, well, this happened in Michigan or this happened anywhere." So people see the water in Jackson, Mississippi that looks like coffee. And they like, that's in Jackson, Mississippi. My water is good out here. Yeah, but it's in a
for
predominantly
now,
black town, right?
hey,
So if
hey,
they
and
let that happen to that town, they would let it happen to your town or your house or any town where the people predominantly
it's
look
gonna
like you. So you think it's
it's
not
gonna
your
spread.
issue until it is your issue. And then
Yeah,
who
it's
is
gonna
going to be there for you? Who is going to be there for you? No, nobody but black people. So it doesn't make any sense for you to try to isolate yourself and just be like, oh, my family's good. My family's good. Your team is your ethnic group. You know what I mean? You can love white people, Mexican people. I love all people because I'm a humanitarian. But when it comes time, people ride for their team. And it
facts,
doesn't matter how much you love Becky, you're just simply not on her team. Doesn't matter how much you love Maria
facts,
or Mylene, you're not on their team. Now she could come on
facts,
your team, but you're not on their team. Is that's just how it is.
facts.
I didn't make it
And
like
how
this.
and how tell 'em, and B, how big the team is matters too, right? Because look, if we just keep getting deleted to where we really the minority in real life, bro, you don't think that it's gonna come a time to where majority rule? They gonna always rule and vote for the lesser favor of us. So if we ain't even don't even make up enough of a number to even have a say, so we really up shit. You know what I mean? It's a wrap. So you know what I mean. Folks got to really pay attention to that, bro. Like you say, you can love them as much as you want to, bro, but you're not on that team, bro, and it's gonna show. You know what I mean? If there ever come a time where some sacrifices got to be made,
When the
and
purge
it's a
happens, right? When the purge really
yeah,
happens, do you think somebody is when the purge happens and it's a group of white people, a group of Asians, and a group of Mexicans, and it's a purge, do you think they're gonna be saying, hey, let's all get with the blacks? Or are they gonna, you know what I mean? Every group is gonna be for themselves to defend
bro.
whatever they need to have. You know what I mean?
Most of them scared of us anyway. They gonna be trying to knock us down. They already look at how they look at you when you walk in the store. Look at how they follow you around. Look at how they'll shoot down a teenager for pulling out a cell phone talking about I thought it was a gun, but you see somebody else of another skin pigmentation, then stole a police, the guy loose out some handcuffs, a female, grabbed the whole AR-15, shot some folks up. They didn't they rearrested her, didn't even harm her. You know what I'm saying? So they tell you right now, like, bro, they want to kill us. You know what I mean? We are the public enemy, number one. You know what I mean? And I don't care. I be hearing a lot of people want to, oh man, racism doesn't really, it doesn't really exist, or I've never seen. Man, I can't. I just don't see how you can be so blind and so stupid to the fact, bro. I'm not saying everybody is racist. I'm saying it's such an issue to the point to where you got to pay attention and move strategically based on trying to, preserve our race. You know what I mean? They trying to delete us out here, like the backspace button off the keyboard, for real. I don't know how much more. Well, I really do. I kind of do know how much more it's gonna take. It's gonna take about half, more than half of us probably get knocked off for the least of us to come together. You know what I mean? Just to, because one thing I can say about us, bro, when we in a situation where we super outnumbered, then you know what I'm saying, we come together, and you see it with like prison politics. When we go in there and we super outnumbered, okay, yeah, you'll see Bloods and Crips, you know what I mean? They don't, they can come together with the Northern Californias, you know what I mean? Everybody, because now we just the black card, you know what I'm saying? But as soon as we get let out and we on the streets, I can't just go be anywhere in LA, you know what I mean? Like it's good trying to, start up my business and keep it. No, you know what I mean? So it's like we only come together when we in those dying need situations, and that's one of our biggest downfalls right there. You know what I mean? We got to be able to stand able to, you know what I mean, beat each other to the punch ahead of time with that, because by then it'll be too late. You know what I mean? And the walls is definitely closing in. You know what I mean? It's definitely closing in. I hate to see what's finna happen. You know what I mean? Because I hope for the best. And I'm a super positive thinking person, and but it's just like, come on, man. If I see, I mean, I can't help but just call it like it is. When you look at the on the black and white, what it say is they're about to allow to happen. I don't see no good coming from that at all, and of course it's only gonna spread because they not just gonna only stay out there with that. So it's like we all need to be worried about that. And the people that want to just keep saying, "Oh, that's over there," that shows you know what I mean. We don't got that's a loss of a soldier right there because they not down, you know what I
Correct.
mean, to put together no plan or blueprint, about how we gonna, either protect or come together or formulate any type of plan, you know, you what they say, a fail you fail to you plan to fail when you fail to plan. Now, so basically you're not even going to plan any type of defense or any type of strategy, you know what I mean, to stop anything like this if it does come. So what you saying is you gonna wait until it's already here, and it's like, come on, bro, that it's too late. It's gonna be too late,
Exactly.
man.
That's like your car, your check engine light is coming on. You wait till your car completely breaks down and say, now you watching videos about how to repair your tranny. Like this, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
it's come
Yeah,
on, guys.
we over here. You know what I'm tired of hearing? I'm tired of hearing how being a rapper is the most dangerous job, bro. Being a black woman,
You
bro.
keep pushing that.
How many black women is missing? A million. It's over a million black women missing, bro. From ages from children to adults. They vanishing, bro. It's dangerous just being a brown skin pigmented person, period. You know what I'm saying? Right now, regardless of what your profession is, it's just that these rappers are famous. So, you know what I'm saying? We'll hear about that. But if your sister or your mom gets snatched
The
up, bro,
same
they ain't
stuff
gonna
is
cover it
happening to
like
people that are
PNB.
not rappers.
Say that again.
No, I said the same stuff that happened to PNB Rock is happening to people that are not rappers, but it's not being highly publicized. And
It's
that's what
not
I'm
gonna be
telling people
covered.
to wake up because we put in a higher premium on a rapper's or a celebrity's life than,
Right.
than a son. And then you want to say, not my baby. Like, no, this is the time where Black lives do matter. Not just when a cop is kneeling on his neck, is when some foolish thug does something like this. It's even if someone passes away during a boating accident, our lives matter all the time. You know what I mean? I ain't talking about that organization, the corrupt organization. I'm talking about the sentiment and the belief that truly we are valued human beings. So when something happens to us, like, it affects me. I don't care if this dude was from Philly. I don't care if if he was in LA, he wasn't in the Bay. It was a young black man that didn't need to have his life taken over some foolish stuff. And people want to keep saying, man, cats got to eat. I understand some cats is hungry and broke, but a lot of these niggas is jealous. And they see, oh,
And
look at
it's
John Lawson. He think
right,
he
and it's
hard.
how you eat, and it's how you eat though, ain't it? Because it's like, bro, that jewelry that they got, man. First of all, now you down there on the run right now. Where you gonna take that jewelry to and pawn it at to where it's not gonna be discovered who did, bro? What you so it's like that saying, bro. You want to eat for a day, or you want to learn how to fish so you can eat for a lifetime. We gotta get back to, bro, learning how to fish, bro. Picking up some trades, like that
But
whole
see,
thing,
now
trying
they
to be.
don't want to learn how to fish. They want you to know how to fish, catch all the fish, and then I come rob you for your fish.
Man, that's the cold part about it, bro. That just like right now, it's a, what I'm saying, to us, what I mean, we just some, who we are, we talking on this YouTube platform, but it could be somebody watching this, what I mean, in a thirsty type of mind state, you know what I mean? And they could feel like, oh man, if I see him out somewhere, they feel like we gotta have something, or we gotta, bro, because there's always somebody with lesser than you. And everybody in this struggle in this country, so we feel like, man, I don't pretty much got no much more than the next person, but it's always somebody with lesser that just want the little thing, something that's nothing to you. You know what I mean? To me, I'm a clothing designer, you know what I mean? So I have a lot of different clothes, you know what I mean? I work hard actually constructing this and everything, but somebody else, they can just see me, man. He got something different on every time I see him. Oh, and he got a business too, and he got this type of car, he got this, and they mind, I'm they ticket out, you know what I'm saying? Temporary for that moment of desperation. And that's why, you know what I mean, I have to be, paranoid and conduct myself and move the way I do, because I can't be ignorant. I can't feel like just because I wouldn't do something or I'm not on this type of time that somebody else isn't. I can't just never just sit back and think, all this wisdom and game and knowledge that I have obtained over the years. Oh, everybody just, it's just like we went from first grade to the second grade. Even when you go from grade to grade, everybody in your class didn't learn everything that you learned, but they might have still got passed up to the next grade. I remember, bro, I didn't graduate. Well, I never graduated, but I'm saying as far as going from from grade to grade, it was students that was going to the next grade with me that don't know how to read, got straight F's the whole time, still got passed. I'm like, how did he get in the how did you get here?
Yeah,
You know
they
what I'm saying?
when they get past is because the teachers, they do that because the parents would be like, hey, you didn't teach my kid nothing and my kid failed because of you. So a lot of times the teachers, they don't want to be dealing with it, so they'll just pass your kid off to the next teacher.
Or they just being ordered to do that anyway, because some parents really ain't even in the kid life to even be trying to implement nothing on the teacher, bro. Like, it's parents that never showed up to a back to school night, bro. It's parents that never picked it, never checked on the kids or how's it going, nothing. They just got a household there, what I mean? They doing what they doing and not even concerned about the kid completely. So it gotta be, I don't know when when the order was put out, because to me it seemed like every time I skipped up a grade, they started implementing new laws. By the time I got to high school, they had what was called a high school exit exam, like where if you can't pass this, you can't graduate. Bro, I had when I was in 11th grade, right? I had took it was, I forgot what the name of the test was, but I think it was like the exit exam or something like that. Bro, my teacher told me I was the only person in my classroom that passed the test, bro. And this when I was smoking a lot of weed back then, bro. I was high as hell. I'm like, bro, I'm the only one that passed. You know what I'm saying? Bro, it scared me because I'm like, bro, it ain't no hope if I'm the only one that passed, bro. And I never thought I was a dummy, you know what I mean? But I never just feel like I'm the smartest person. Just, you know what I mean? I always feel like, yeah, intelligence is around. You know what I mean? There's people that are smarter than me because I learn from everybody. But just the fact that that happened to me, and she told me that, bro, I just was blown away. Like, bro, I'm the only one. Come on, and mind you, I never graduated high school. I ended up getting a GED when I was incarcerated. So the only person that passed the exit exam didn't even graduate. You see what I'm saying? Like, bro, this is the times we living in. You know what I mean? So it's like I can only fear for the generations
And
coming up
these is
now,
the
bro,
type of
because
cats that's out there robbing P&B Rock at Roscoe and Waffles. You know what I mean? Because
come
some
on,
cats
man.
are just thinking, hey, man, I ain't going to college. I ain't getting a good job. I might as well do that, you know? And some cats is just jealous, like, who this nigga think he is, pulling up in my blog, not tapping in. So it can be a litany of reasons as to why he got. So we just speaking to all of the toxic issues that permeate in the
Right.
hood, you know what I mean? Because it ain't just one, you know what I mean? We need a lot of help. We got a lot of issues, you know what I mean? But discussions like that, like this, bring us closer to it. But I was want to ask you this too, because I know people love tagging their locations and dropping their addy. What about you, John? Do you do that a lot or what?
Hell no. What, man? I'm not doing no, man. Look, the only time where I add a location is if it's some type of promotional thing when I'm already, you know what I'm saying, gone from wherever I'm at. Like, you'll never
Yeah,
just,
like you
I don't,
already left, right?
yeah, I'm already gone. When I went to Atlanta, when I posted me on the plane, bro, I was already off the plane. You know what I'm saying? I was already there. You know what I'm saying? So if you was waiting on me to get there, you wouldn't even gonna catch me then because I was already there. When I left and I posted I was back, I was already back before I posted the me coming back. Like, you gotta be strategic like that, bro. You can't just never, because you never know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna, come on, man. I'm not no saint. You know what I mean? So I'm not it ain't no telling, man, who wants, I done did a lot of, things that, you know what I mean, I wouldn't post it, I shouldn't have did, and just me being smart is knowing that, come on, man, everybody just ain't finna forgive me just because I didn't turn my life around. And I didn't, I'm a hero to some people. I'll always be a villain in the eyes of others. And that's just something I gotta live with. But that's why I advise others to, make smarter decisions, bro. I'm not no role model, but I can teach you some things. You know what I mean? And that's just, I live by those type of, that principle right there. Don't look up to me. You know what I mean? At all. You know what I mean? Don't look up to nobody really, but definitely learn from the mistakes of others. And I also do the same. I learn from the mistakes of others. You know what I mean? And that's just the, trial and error is the best thing a lot of times, bro, because you got to bump your
Yeah,
head, you know what I
experience
mean,
is the
before.
best teacher.
Yeah, experience the best teacher. No, I ain't dropping no locations. I ain't doing none of that. You know what I mean? Now, if I have to, now say I got like some type of performance or
Yeah,
somewhere.
okay, I was gonna say like a show or something. That makes sense.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But even when I do that, like I'm gonna definitely be, one thing about me, bro, I'm not a lingering type of person, bro. I do, bro, and I get on. I move like a ghost. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not finna just be, you know what I mean, lollygagging anywhere. And you know what? I had a reality check some years ago, probably was like 2018. Somebody told me they was riding when and they just seen like the places I was going to. And this back when I was still, you know what I mean, involved in activities I shouldn't have been involved in. And I'm riding around. This is just my regular life. It's regular to me. I'm from around here. You know what I mean? I'm in the grimiest places, bro. And they was with me. They like, John, bro, what is you doing being in these spots? Like, do you know who you is, bro? You got all this potential to be, you know, up there with the, so and so with the great, but bro, you make yourself too accessible. You know what I mean? And it really didn't resonate on me what they really meant me until I, what I mean, I had to sit down and do some time for a minute, and I really thought about that, bro. And when I and when I was able to, I had my freedom again. You know what I mean? I made sure that I never forgot that they told me that. You know what I mean? And that just the same thing with like a PNB Rock, a Pop Smoke, anything. Sometimes we forget, bro, who we are, or you know what I mean, our potential, that who we may even be able to one day be, and you just got to carry yourself differently, and that's what I had to do. I had to, change my surroundings. I had to stop being so accessible. There ain't no reason somebody should know I'm gonna be over here at this time. Oh yeah, he usually be over there. I had to change that up. You don't know where I'm finna be. If you see me, it's just by the grace of God. There's no daily, on a daily basis, at this particular time I'm gonna be at this spot, and if I catch myself doing that, I switch that up. You know what I'm saying? And we all got to move like that, bro, because you don't want to line yourself up. You know what I mean? And that's what could happen, bro. Um, you never know who's watching. The same way. I know whoever watching this right now, right? You ever looked out your window and you looking at somebody and they have no idea you looking at them? Well, the same way you doing that to them is somebody that's seeing you that same way. You walking somewhere, or you somewhere shopping, or you doing something, and somebody that know who you is looking at you, and you have no idea that they see you. And I always got that. Like even right now, me sitting in my car, it could be somebody watching me right now. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't, you know what I mean? So me just staying on my toes like that, that's what keep me alive. That's what keep me, what I mean, safe. That's what keep me, here. So I mean, you always got to think that, bro. The same way you got the drop on somebody, or you seen somebody, you might see somebody digging in their nose, anything. People do all kind of things when they feel like nobody can see them. But it's always somebody watching. It's always, you know what I mean? Even when you walking down the street and it's quiet, you don't see no cars coming. Bro, it could be somebody sitting, you know what I mean, in a tree, somebody looking out their window, somebody just sitting in a parked car with the lights off. You never know, like, but you gotta live like that, and that's gonna keep you living, a lot longer. That's some game I can give you for real. You there?
And yeah, I hear you. I was just checking something out. Have you heard about the story with Sauce Walker?
Yeah. I seen that. That was weird. I didn't really don't know
You
what
heard
to
about
think
that
about
big rig?
that.
I don't know if Big Rig is still there, but let me just go over a little bit of the story, because
Yeah.
this happened. Hold up. Yeah, this happened, I think, a couple days ago as well. So if you don't know, Sauce Walker is a Houston rapper. Real name is Albert Walker Mondane. So he became a trending topic. He said that he allegedly deleted someone trying to rob him while he was in LA, so he could have been a victim too. So the 32-year-old allegedly caught a body in self-defense during that attempted robbery. So it's like he went to Instagram and he tried to give some hood motivational speech saying, "I really didn't want to speak on this ish," said Walker, "but I know it's too many black kings and young kings out there that are being misled and misguided wrong. So y'all need to learn from this experience that I went through tonight." I mean, one can make an argument that you're misleading and misguiding a lot of those young kings wrong, but I can be subjective. So Sauce Walker went on to say that being a rapper is one of the most dangerous jobs in America. That's what
Man,
Sauce
look,
Walker
man.
said,
Sauce know
John.
he Sauce was, hey, look, he said a lot of real in that statement, though, right? I think the only thing that Sauce Walker, where he went wrong at, was letting people insinuate that he caught a body, bro. It came out that what happened with that dude dying didn't even have nothing to do with Sauce Walker. So I mean, I don't know. You know what I mean? I mean, I do because I seen he had a black eye or whatever and some blood on his shoes. So apparently he got in some altercation. And I guess he was saying really what happened was I guess the dude that tried to rob him, he scuffled with the dude, fought the dude, and the dude ran off. And when he ran off, he ended up running into the other dude and trying to stick the other dude or something, end up killing the other dude, which kind of still don't make sense because it's like, bro, if he had a gun and he willing to kill somebody, why would he have not have killed you and took what you had? You got $1 million worth of jewelry on or whatever you say. So what stopped him from? I mean, you fighting him and he had a gun. Like you didn't take his. I don't. It's weird. I don't know. But I like Sauce Walker though. You know what I mean? He's a real smart brother. But that move, that was some. That's kind of seemed kind of clout chasing. It's like, that was just a bad look. You know what I mean? But he definitely said some real though. At the same time, but it do seem he was trying to make it seem like he was cool with people on the internet saying, oh, he caught a body, somebody tried to rob him and they died. He wanted that to be out there because Gucci Man, that's how he clouded up. Somebody tried to rob Gucci, but Gucci, that happened to Gucci Man in another state,
In his
down
house,
south.
right?
They got the stand your ground laws. You can do that down there. California, they don't care. You know what I'm saying? You getting
Yeah,
charged with
yeah.
murder. So
They like
you know
call
what I
the cop.
mean? Yeah, so I thought it was weird anyway, because I'm like, how did the police not, he didn't even get arrested? Like, how would you kill,
Exactly.
or
Yeah,
even if,
because not only that, I mean, if you really want to turn on your Law and Order, first of all, he was doing a little super thugged out gangster clout chase because he posted some Louis and was like, fucked up my Louis dummy, and he tried to show like some blood splatter on the Louis, and
right?
he posted, "Y'all gonna learn to quit playing with MFs. Not everybody going for that ish." Oh no, that was what one of his supporters wrote. But like you said, California
No,
gun laws
Sauce
is
said, I
super
heard him say it
strict.
out. Saul said that out of his mouth. He was like, everybody ain't going. And unfortunately, somebody lost their life for doing something stupid. See, right when he said that, that's what made it seem like you're saying the dude that died was a dude that tried to rob you, and that's why he dead. That's what everybody is mad about. And then he came back and cleaned it up. You know what I mean? Like, no, I didn't have nothing to do with that. You know what I mean? That's just, I think what happened after the dude got away, ran off from, trying to rob me, he ran up, but then it still just don't make sense because if he was ready just to shoot somebody broad daylight like that, why wouldn't you be the person? If I'm finna crash out, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna crash out and at least take $1 million worth of jewelry or something. I'm not just finna go crash out on some dude, some random Joe that just owned a store or whatever. They said the dude had a clothing business, or the dude was, he had some money or whatever too, but it just don't add up. You know what I mean? And I ain't trying to, play detective and figure out what, I'm just saying off what he put off what's out there already in the news and what he said himself, because he didn't have to say nothing. You know what I'm saying? So had he never opened his mouth and said nothing, it just would have been what it been. But people want to chase the cloud or whatever, you know what I mean? And it got his name, it got him trending. So, shout out to Sauce Walker, you feel what I'm saying? He definitely he know how to promote himself. You know what I mean? I ain't throwing no shade at
Yeah,
Sauce. I
he
fuck with
definitely
Sauce
got some
Walker.
clout over it. I guess he was like, "Hey, if little baby can do it, I can do it," you know. But
I mean,
but
man,
yeah, if you did want to play alter detective, Cali got the strictest gun law. So hold on, bro. Did you have a concealed carry? And even still, if you had a concealed carry, you're not supposed to be transferred state to state. Are you a Cali resident? And do you have a Cali? You know what I mean? And they
right.
even have strict self-defense laws. Like Cali, it ain't
Facts.
cut and dry. Like you can pop a nigga and say self-defense. You still have to prove it. Like they, you know what I mean? Like
Right. You gonna
and
have your day in court for
you
sure.
gonna have your day in court. It ain't just, oh, stand your ground, he attacked you. Because if I come
But
and
Sauce
attack
know that.
you, yeah, if I come and attack you, stomp you out, and then start running away, and you pop me in the back, you going to
Yeah,
jail.
Sauce know that. Yeah, Sauce know that, you know what I'm saying? I think he just knew that he really didn't have nothing to do with that. So if anything, he ain't finna get persecuted in no type of way. So he just played off the internet and just made it, he let it seem like, what I mean? He let the people make up,
Some
put it,
murderous
yeah,
clout.
he knew what he was doing. You know what I mean? Sauce knew what he was doing, bro. He's very intelligent. So like I say, he knew, what I mean, what was going on or whatever. But it's just unfortunate for what happened to dude, you know what I mean, that lost his life out there. But yeah, bro, and that's what this all the same week. And then, a few days later, PNB Rock. So it's like, man,
Both
you
in
know,
LA.
both in LA, yeah. You know what I mean? But they just, LA is Hollywood, so it's gonna get publicized big. We out here in the Bay Area, it's a whole lot of stuff that go on out here with artists and stuff that come and it never hit headlines in the mainstream and nothing like that. You know what I mean? It just LA, you gonna hear about it because that's Hollywood and they got the clout that's where all the
Yeah,
money is
you
at.
got like
So
paparazzi following people everywhere
yeah,
and stuff.
TMZ. I ain't never seen TMZ in the Bay Area.
Yeah, me
You know what I'm
either.
saying? Like, hey, TMZ is not coming to the Bay. If you go get your head knocked off or you go do anything you want, you ain't got to worry about TMZ hopping out the bushes, man. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, if celebrities really want to get away from TMZ, they might want to start doing their dirt out here. Because you feel me? I highly doubt they finna follow you to Oakland, Frisco, Richmond, wherever, you know what I'm saying, out here. They ain't coming, they ain't crossing the water, man. So, you know what I mean? The Bay Area, it's a whole, it's a big difference, you know what I mean? But a lot of it's still gang banging going on out here, you know what I mean? It just ain't Bloods and Crips, but it's still, the same things is going on. But like I say, it lacks the coverage, majorly. So it's like, yeah, man, that Sauce Walker situation was crazy. The PNB Rock, um, who was it even before that? LA been on fire as of late. I ain't gonna lie, like man, they been on the road with you know what I mean, with the robberies, the murders, you know what I mean? I mean, as far as celebrities, because it's going on, you know what I'm saying, just on a major basis, just not with people who are in the eye of the public. So, people just LA, LA, LA. But bro, it's going on everywhere, bro. Like bro said, bro, Gonzo got killed out there in Seattle. It's going down in Seattle. You know what I mean? It's going down, you know what I mean, in Atlanta. Even though when I was in Atlanta, I'm not gonna lie, the energy was completely different than it is in California. Like, bro, I was in a whole club full of black people. It wasn't no fights, arguments, or nothing, bro. I seen dudes walking around with sticks hanging out, wife beaters, bro. Like the police wasn't tripping off off people having guns only out, you know what I mean, open. I'm like,
That's the
what?
people
You
who
know,
be
and it
saying
wasn't no.
more guns make people safe. You know what I mean? Because it's true. Out here in
I
Cali,
felt safe though.
no, that's what I'm saying.
I
Out
felt
here in
safe.
Cali, that's why cats be getting ran up on because the criminals have guns and they know that everybody else is lacking. When you in Atlanta
Yeah,
and Texas, most people ain't lacking. The skinny square dude that you probably
yeah.
think that you could slap around, he got 50 rounds on him. You know what I mean? So you ain't thinking
They
about
got a stick
trying
hanging
him.
out. Yeah, I seen plenty sticks.
That's what
I
I'm
seen
saying.
sticks in the club parking lots, man. Hey, I seen sticks in the club parking lot. I asked my partner, I'm like, hey, can we take the guns inside? And he like, well, depending on what club we're going in. This club right here, they don't allow you to come in with your weapon or whatever. But it's certain, venues that will allow you just to come in there with your weapon or whatever. But just because it ain't in there, it's for show outside. Everybody got them, the females, the males, and bro, that's just the way it just needs to be. Like, because at the end of the day, if as adults we should be able to police ourselves, and as long as everybody, following the code of right and wrong, you know what I mean, and not overstepping their boundaries, what you got to worry about? You know what I mean? I'm not out here trying to, steal nothing, take nothing. I'm not trying to cross nobody. So I feel like I shouldn't have to feel no kind of way if you got your gun on you and it's showing, and I got my gun on me and it's showing. That's the way it should just be. We worried about these weirdos out here, these Megan's Law dudes, you know what I'm saying, who watching you put your kids in the car that want to run up and do some weird shit, or you know what I mean? The dude that's peeping through your window when your girl getting dressed, or your mama, you know what I mean? That's who, you know what I mean, need to be persecuted. These are the people, these serial killer weirdos, these that's out here cannibalists that, want to eat people and all types of weird activity. These are the people who need to be weeded out, bro. You know what I mean? One thing about all this gangster stigma, right? It's crazy, and it's kind of, and it's a senseless in a lot of ways, but it still has a point to it. You know what I mean? A lot of these murders, they're petty, and yes, they are scandalous and they all that, but you can always find a point when it comes to, situations with our people in a lot of situations. But then when you look at other people, you know what I mean? And I'm not just trying to say any particular race, but I'm saying, you know, I'm not gonna lie, with other people, bro, there are things that occur that you just don't hear about going on within the society of all these so-called savage gangbanger thugs or whatever. Bro, a gangbanger killing another banger it's a stupid reason, but it's a reason behind it. Bro, it's people out here, like you say, man, they gonna go in a church, you know what I'm saying, shoot up a church. You got people out here that's gonna kidnap a baby, you know what I mean, mutilate the child, do all types of weird, activities. You got people that's doing sense. That's really just senseless. Like, what is the sense in that? You know what I'm saying? Even if somebody killed somebody because you was messing with his wife or his girl or somebody, that's petty and stupid as hell too, right? But there's a point behind it. The people who's out here that's really crazy, I'm talking about, these is real killers. I don't look at you like you a killer, bro, because you kill with you had a purpose behind your killing. A killer to me is somebody who just killing for no reason. That's a killer. You know what I'm saying? That's not cool. I don't care. Even when you hear the rappers that rap, they always talking about what they gonna do if you do this. You know what I'm saying? Don't reach for my chain or I'm gonna pull up the strap on you. Don't, you know what I'm saying, throw up the wrong hood or try to threaten me in some type of way or I'm gonna up the strap on you. They not saying, bro, I'm just gonna walk in the supermarket and just shoot up the supermarket. Then I'm gonna go back to the trapping party and throw money in the air, bro. That's never been cool. You know what I mean? So it's like, they with our culture, they make it like we the only ones out here, but there's a point behind that, even though it's a stupid point and it's not okay. I'm not defending it. I'm just saying I understand the method to that madness, but the madness that has no method and is getting excused, and y'all letting these dudes just run around. Like I say, somebody can, you know what I mean, do some type of sexual crime to somebody and they not gonna even do 5 years. Bro, a dude who is broke and starving that robs somebody, and he has a reason to rob. He's broke and starving. He's hungry, so there's a method to his madness. He gonna get 10. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get 10, and he probably ain't gonna be able to get a certain type of job. The dude that's doing the sex crime, he finna be working at the post office. He might be your supervisor. You know what I'm saying? He might be. You know what I mean? So, like I say, bro, this justice system in general, bro, is made against us. You know what I mean? And it's actually the people who really behind it. Those the real animals. Those the real monsters. You know what I mean? Those the real monsters. And you can look at it. The same way they break down the laws of human trafficking. They call them pimping and pandering human trafficking when there's people actually trafficking humans and with the sole purpose of them being killed, mutilated, and body parts sold. You know what I mean? That's human trafficking. You know what I'm saying? And it's not pimping and pandering is not cool neither. I'm not saying
And
that's
the
okay.
slave
Let's get that
trade
clear.
that's currently still going on, that's
That's come on, they
human
got it on
trafficking.
the ballot. They come on, that's human trafficking. You know what I'm saying? They talking about in what is it? Alabama, Mississippi,
Alabama,
Oregon.
Oregon, yeah, and I think like two more.
And it's what I'm trying to figure out, right? Are they saying that the vote is for slavery to be legal, or are they trying to say vote to make it illegal because it's still legal in those states? Because I'm seeing two
It's
different
still
things get
legal in
reported.
those states, and they're voting
It's
to make it illegal.
That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. So like what? One of the slaves then broke free and complained to the Congress or something, and now they trying to be like, you know what? We need to let's see if we want to make this illegal. Come on, man. And folks want to sit up here and say, it's not a war on the people that's with our color pigmentation, our skin pigment is not at war. The war is not on us, bro. It's war on us. Like, come on, man. What do you expect? You know what I mean? And even through all this, we still the ones that's marching in peace, peaceful marches. You know what I mean? Peaceful,
Bro, we the
man.
most
When something happens,
peaceful, the most docile, but we really the most loving, the most forgiving. None of these
facts,
other groups would be as forgiving as us. Like if you'll
facts.
hear of course not all, but you'll hear Hispanics saying, "Oh, the blacks are this way because they robbed the elote man." I'm just like, dude, they didn't rob him just because he was Mexican. They was robbing blacks, Asians. It's like this dude just happened to be Hispanic. They didn't rob him because he's Hispanic. And then some will internalize that and then, project that onto every black person they come across. If you know the dude, the actor from Taken, his name is
Mm-hmm.
Liam Nelson or Liam Neeson or something. He had a viral video saying that I think his mom or somebody had got robbed by a black dude, and he said that he hated blacks, and he said he used to fantasize about going and finding one and like beating them over the head with a pipe. Like, you know what I mean? And this is all because one black person had did something to his family member. And for them is justified for them to think like that. But then if you're black and you say, you know what, these racist people have done this to my family, I'm about to go purge, then they're like, see, you guys are just like that, you're just criminals. You know what I mean? So it's it's gonna get uglier. It's already ugly. It's gonna get uglier. And then we're already downtrodden and the most disenfranchised. When an actual purge does happen, will be even further targeted because we're already a target. It's going to be even further targeted because with the prison industrial complex, these politicians have stocks in the private prisons. In order for the prison to turn a profit, they need bodies. What color bodies do you think they're going to be filling those prisons up with? Then when you got these vigilantes like Kyle Rittenhouse running in the streets, you know what I mean? And you got these people that's doing crime in Chicago, you think that they're going to be prosecuting these, you know what I mean, these non-black people that start shooting up our brothers? They going to say, oh, I feared for my life. That's all they have to say, right? I feared for my life. And then they going to say, oh, John was in a gang and Billy feared for his life. So this was a justified shooting. Nothing to see here. And you read the comments, bro, any story that has to do with race, go look at the comments. Just go on YouTube and type in anything that has to do with race and just read the comments. You know what I mean? People act like, oh, get over it. Racism doesn't exist. It's like, bro, all you got to do is read the comments, bro. They calling
They
you
saying,
monkey,
"Hey, Brody,"
animal.
they saying get over. They saying get over slavery, and we're reading out loud in 2022. There's a vote to make it illegal, bro. So it's been going on, but they wasn't talking about that though. So
Yeah,
it never
get over
stopped.
something that's still going on.
But we supposed to remember 9/11. Never forget. Come on,
Bro, I
man.
got a
It's
whole
crazy.
video that I'm doing about that. Yeah, that's been over
Never
20
forget.
years.
Bro, I seen a video of some I don't even want to say what race he was, but he wasn't white. But this dude, right when the war broke out between the two countries that's at war, I ain't gonna even speak on that because I don't want to get y'all flagged and nothing like that. But when the war that's going on right now, this dude say, yeah, man, all you Chirac savages, all you dudes waving your guns on Instagram. He talking about, so-called black people, right? He like, yeah, go sign up for the military. You know what I mean? They're gonna give you an AK-47. They're gonna give you. Hold on. Look how fast. Soon as y'all scared because y'all feel like y'all life is in danger, y'all want to sacrifice us. Talking about us to go, but when you seeing us get killed out here, when you seeing these guns and drugs getting put in our communities, you're not talking about no way trying to stop that from happening because everybody's benefiting off of it, bro. And that's the double standard that they don't want to talk about, bro. And that's why racism is such a heated debate in topic, because a lot of damn near everybody, bro, falls in the category of benefiting off of it, bro, and they scared to admit it, but it eats at their conscience, when they hear about it, because nobody, you ever hear like what's that theory about where something about how manure or shit or whatever that's on the ground, as long as you don't gotta smell it, you know what I mean, it's okay. But once you gotta now they starting to smell that manure that they've been throwing out and spreading all over the world. It's starting to stink now. So now you feeling uncomfortable. Yeah, racism, you know what I mean? When we start talking about how you benefit off of it, now all of a sudden, oh, let's forget about that. Oh, that's not, yeah, because the evil that's been done, you know what I mean, to the so-called black people, bro. It's so evil that the people that even do it don't even want to hear about what they doing. They hate to hear about it. They don't want to be reminded about it. That's why they want to take it out of the history, but they want to act like it never happened, and they want to keep this system going because everybody thrives off of it. You know what I mean? But it's only a matter of time, because like I say, what goes up got to come down. And it's really just gonna backfire in everybody's face, bro. What you put off into the universe, like Riggs was saying, that energy, it's gonna come back. And unfortunately, it took a long time, and it's gonna take a while longer, maybe a lot longer, depends on who looking at the time. Some is long, the others short, the others. But bro, it's gonna blow up in everybody's face, bro, and they gonna have to deal with the seeds that they planted. They gonna reap what they sowed. You know what I mean? And Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. This subject is so strong. Like, we can't. This is something that's ongoing right now. And I know we're gonna be talking about a lot of more stuff, elaborating on things pertaining to this. You know what I mean, in the future too. But I'm behind on some work right now. I gotta go press up some merchandise, and I gotta get some things ready. So I'm gonna have to get out of here. But I ain't gonna lie, I really didn't want to. I never really planned on staying long, but y'all be kicking some real game on here, and it be real topics and discussion, and everybody that come on always brings, what I mean, valuable information to the table, and good arguments, and different ways to look at it. So I always find myself being on here longer than I thought I was gonna be on here, man. But I enjoy it, bro. I want to give a shout out to Be Easy, shout out to Riggs, man. Thank y'all for having me on here. Y'all know I'm gonna be tapping in, whatever it is, I'm supporting it. I'm gonna share the links, you know what I mean? I'm gonna try to get the subs up, and everybody, y'all, if y'all want to find me, I got a Facebook too, but I really don't be on there like that. Check me out, Johnson Different on Instagram. I got my clothing brands on there. I got my music on there. I'm going back to Atlanta pretty soon. I got some video shoots. I got some more performances coming up. Me and Be Easy got some things in the work, you know what I mean? And stay tuned, man. We're gonna keep elevating, we're gonna keep going hard, we're gonna keep pushing, and we're not gonna let, no matter what comes out in the news, we're not gonna let that determine, our destination, or how far we can go and how long we can go, and I'm gonna end off on that.
For sure, Brody. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, we about to shut it down. I know
Wind
Big
it
Rig over
down,
there
wind
tired.
it down. Hell yeah.
So we gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Big Rig, you got anything else, bro?
Yeah, man. I just, again, brother, good stream. You know what I'm saying? I really like how this went down, man. I think there was a lot of game spit on this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping, some of these cats, man, take in some of the things that was said tonight, man, because we just really got to move differently, man. There's vultures out there, man. And like you said, it ain't always just about, you know, uh, a money grab. It's jealousy. There's a lot of jealousy out there, man. So just be aware of all your surroundings at all times, man. Everywhere you at, restaurants, movie theaters, you know what I'm saying? At the light, You know, just everywhere, man. Just be aware of everything, man. There's nothing wrong with it. That's about it, man. You know what I mean? Good strain.
Yeah, this was a solid stream. You know, we may have to revisit some of the topics, but for the most part, we just want to kind of touch on some of the depravity that's been going on. You know what I mean? The crime. Shout out to John for coming through, Mr. Intellectual Soapbox, all of the Knowledge and Relationships family, everybody that came through in the chat. I said most of everything that I needed to say, but I just think that we need to invest in human capital instead of investing in materialistic stuff that really ultimately you can't take to the grave with you, that holds no value. If you were to pass away today, nobody that really loves you are going to say, man, he had an icy chain. They're going to say, hey, this person touched me. He was a kind person, a respectable person, a lovable person. They ain't going to care about how many shoes you had, how big your rims is. That stuff may be, you know, cool, but it's frivolous. It's really meaningless in the grand scope of things. So invest in human capital, love yourself, you know, love good people, you know what I mean? Surround yourself by good people.
Surround yourself with good people, man.
That's a huge thing, you know what I mean? Because you hang
Very
around with
huge.
6 losers, pretty soon you're gonna be the 7th.
That's a fucking fact.
You know, you hang with chickens, you're gonna cluck. You hang with eagles, you're gonna fly. The choice is up to you. And, you know, with that being said, this has been another installment of Easily Rigged, and we gonna send y'all out the right way. Some like this. Knowledge and relationships.